Saved me once last night.
Sorry.
Hello. We forgot we were streaming. Hi, how you doing? This is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name's Kevin, and I wasn't watching the screen. Ta-da! Now you know it's real. And live. Okay. With that, let's do the thing. We are using Roll20 as our virtual tabletop of choice. This bodes well for the evening, doesn't it? Come on, let's go. Roll20 is our virtual tabletop of choice. The character art is done using Hero Forge. Everything else that you see on here... Oh, sorry. Thunderscape 7 did our logo and our some of our overlay art. And everything else you see here is from Storm King's Thunder. That's all of that. Here's the people. I'm doing this in a hurry because I want to get started because these guys could die in a blink here. So let's do the round. Let's start with Scar.
I only promise not to kill Lucas, so
Yeah.
this one's up in the air.
Let's start with you. What are you doing when you're? What else are you do? What else is going on in your world?
Right now, I am packing up to move, so I am super busy with that. I've got a fantastically awesome project I'm working on as well, that likely Sarah will mention as well. And then I've got the website, thescarredadventure.com, which is a fun place to be. But because of moving, that's mostly been taking up everything I've been doing.
Okay, yeah. So, stepping along, it was segued for me, so I have to go to you next. Sarah.
Working on a really big project, and then I was like, I have some time, I could work on another project at the same time.
Of course.
Plus real life stuff.
Well, we'll break all that for at least the next couple of hours.
Yeah.
Bison, how you doing? Have you had a chance to do any streaming?
Not last week. I just crashed before work, so. But yeah, that's me. Normally Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific, on my stream, which I was going to put up, but didn't realize I was going to be next. Hold on a second here. Learn how to spell. I stream pretty much whatever I want. Lately, it's been Fall Guys. Sometimes it's Cyberpunk. Whatever sort of runs my fancy.
Makes sense. I mean, it's all about having fun, right? Next, we have Solar Dasher. Thank you for coming back. Thanks for being here. I know your world is super, super busy too. Do you get any chance to have any sort of streaming fun in the last week? 2 weeks, actually. We didn't play last week.
No, because the week before I was playing with you, and then last night I was watching you.
Oh. I had a blast.
But if you want to know more, you can always find our Discord there.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. You beat me to it. I was going to pop that up when it was my turn. Which brings us to Ruth. Oh, glad to have you with us. The newest member of our party, but you fit right in. What else are you part of? What else are you doing?
Work. Trying to save to move out in this economy.
Yeah, good luck.
So just trying to, get the bread so I can lose the bread so I can get out of here.
Understood.
Planning to adopt a cat. My partner and I went shopping today, and I had to stop at well, it's not necessarily a pet store. Like, you can't buy pets from there. They usually have like 1 or 2 cats to adopt.
Right.
You can adopt, and I absolutely fell in love with the cat that was there. So
now you're
it has stolen my heart.
Do it.
I plan to put in an application, like an adoption application, and I won't have the cat until I move out.
Of course, yeah.
Which I'm hoping to do in the next month or 2. But usually they're pretty understanding as long as the cat has a home.
Yeah, as long as they know that it's got a safe place to go. That's all that they really want. That's their job. So, and their passion.
Yeah.
So.
And my hair's green. That's about all.
I saw that. It is very green.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I'm looking at that going, oh boy, this is coming in. I need to do this again. But I actually like the effect with the silver and the purple, but never mind. I'm not here to talk about me. I had a lot of fun last night playing a game over at Mercs of Mystic.
Very
That's all I'm
cave.
saying about me. Let's do this. We don't usually do sort of like summaries, but A, it's been 2 weeks, and B, the situation is dire like the wolf. You guys are split into 3 groups. 2 of you are facing, I would argue, 3 times as much as you can handle. The other 2 of you are up against twice what you can handle. And Iticus is on a floor all by themselves. I can't do the math of the amount of outnumbered Iticus is at the moment. So things are bad. With that, let's add some bad music to the situation. I don't often do music, but this seems to call for it. You guys are in trouble. If they find you, you're done. You will not only die here, ignominiously in the dark, but you will fail. The ordning will not be reinstated. The world will go to pieces. So, no pressure. But let's start.
This is fine.
Let's start with Iticus. Because it's your turn. We're still going to be following even though you guys aren't technically in combat right at the moment, we're going to be following the turn order, just so we can sort of not forget anybody. So, Iticus, you are currently just walked into a room, and you can see around you, well, I mean, it's not good. There are, I'm just counting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What are these? Orcs in this area around you. I didn't notice the background shift. And if that wasn't bad enough, I mean, 8 orcs, you're sneaky, you could do this. But what else there is in this area? I just want to show everybody what you can see. What else there is in this area down below you, because you're up on a, oh no, sorry, this is on the same floor as you. There's a fire giant. Just off to the southeast. Sword on shoulder, pacing back and forth in the room, listening. Give me a perception check, Iticus.
1.
Oh dear, nothing. Yep, you hear nothing. So that is all you know. 8 orcs and a fire giant in this room. Behind you, the Vorendod, that huge obsidian statue that you walked across.
Can I see an exit in here or no?
Well, this thing that goes around in front of you here is actually, we decided last time, a railroad. So to the north of you up here, that railroad goes around the corner, and to the south of you down here, it goes around the corner. The problem is, there are orcs here and here who will definitely see you, and other orcs in the approximate region which might. What does Iticus do?
First off, of course, I'm gonna sneak.
Yep. Oh yes. Yeah. Give me a. Yeah, we got the one out of the way. So give me a stealth check.
Oh my god. 23.
23. That is stealthy. Yeah. You just kind of shrink down a little bit. The cloak spreads out on the ground. You just look like a bump in the floor.
And is the train like running?
It is currently still.
Okay.
Although now I really want to make an API for next week that makes it move, but that will drag everything down really, really slow. So no, the train is still. So each one of those carts counts as, it's not outlined like you can. I don't think you can. Can you see around them?
I can see around them, yeah.
Yeah, you can see over them. Yeah. So, but they're, you could hide behind them for sure.
Yeah, because that's kind of my plan, is to hide behind each one and just sneak until I can like,
Absolutely.
or like even
Yep.
hop into one and just sneak by jumping across.
Absolutely. Yep, you bet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get into this one or
Okay.
this one, depending on whether you want to go north or south.
I'll
Well, you can technically get into that one. Any one of those 3 middle ones.
let. Come on, I could do this earlier.
Yeah. Oh, you can't
Oh,
move your
wrong
token at the
button.
moment?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, you're not on.
I'm gonna go here.
'Kay.
So I'm gonna hide in there.
You, as you get closer and jump into that cart, and you kind of peek up over the edge because you're ready, because you can't help yourself, right? You got to know what's going on. That fire giant suddenly stops. And runs. Which way is he going to run? He forces his way between these towers. Gets to there, and because you're like, he's behind you, and then he runs off. They move 60 feet in that direction.
Okay, that helps me a little bit.
Yeah. So that was your
So I'm-
movement,
yeah.
and you stealth, so you still have a bonus action left. Now there's only 8 orcs in this room. I mean, to be fair, you're probably a match for 8 orcs if they don't close on you.
He's gonna use one of his arrows and fire that in the opposite direction of what he's going,
Damn. Okay. So he's gonna fire north and then go south.
and go south.
Perfect. Give me a shot. Yep. Just what are you shooting? Somebody, something, or just off in that random direction?
Just off in that direction to make
Makes
a noise.
Okay. So
He's
kind
actually
of,
used this. He's used this trick before, or attempted it on Zulthus and failed.
right.
But he's gonna try again.
Sort of off in this area here to try and pull them back into that corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull them away from me so that then I can.
Well, I mean that's a huge area. You don't need to roll. You just kind of lay the bow down sideways and do the gangster shot with a sideways bow and fire it over in that corner. They're orcs. Yeah. These 3 move off in that direction, as does this one. So those 4 head in that direction. These 2 down here, like this one, and that, I kind of clicked right between them.
Mhm.
Yeah, those 2 kind of look over and then go back to sort of lounging around and not doing much of anything.
Okay. So I'll just stay hidden for now,
Next.
hoping that one of my friends comes and finds me.
You're waiting for them to come and find you, and they're just trying not to die. Let's get you to the right page here. Bam. All right. So. Perfect. Zulthus and Kane. Kane, it's your turn. You're being carried at this point up in a bubble of darkness against the roof by Zulthus. There is a huge fire giant storming up the room behind you, the room you guys just came out of. The goblins are fleeing as they approach. What do you do?
That is a great question. I don't know if it's shocking, but I still don't have haste.
So what is the plan? Or what more information do you need before you can decide what you want to do? That's a better question as a GM. We ascertained that you guys are in a shadow, so there is... And he's distracted, so the chances of them seeing you are absolutely minimal. The goblins are not looking up, they're just fleeing. So the chances of you getting spotted are all but zilch. If that helps. Look at these faces. Oh man. Everybody's smiling and having fun. Not tonight, there's sweat going tonight, boy. Sometimes the answer is less, not more.
I'm trying to figure out what I can do at this point.
Let me, if I may ask a question. What is it you want to accomplish?
I know we're doing fine right now.
Yep.
However, I would really like to give us a buff, but there's nothing I can really do.
Okay. So if there's nothing you can do, what's the right thing to do?
Not much.
Perfect. Quietly
I
cower
don't think
against
I
the
can
ceiling? Yeah.
do anything right now.
That is absolutely legitimate. Cowering against the ceiling in a situation you can't win is the correct answer. If there is ever a correct answer in D&D, that's it. So yes, you just stay quiet, stay hid.
Yeah.
On the other side of this room, of this conflict, we have Beowulf and Bigford. And they're in more trouble than they can imagine. Their back is to a flooded, steam-filled forge that they cannot enter. They will burn to a crisp if they go in there. But their only other option is a kitchen full of goblins, ogres, mephites, and a huge female fire giant.
Oh shit, there's a fire giant in here. Okay, my trick's not going to work.
Well, you guys found this. That she's running the kitchen. This is the Duchess.
She's firing the food.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Good
that was a
son.
bad joke.
So luckily
Thanks
you got
for
a minute to think, because you spent all week planning something based on the fact there wasn't somebody in there. This is why you never plan. Never plan anything. Leroy. Or Leroy, and sneak away. Even chat's quiet. Yeah, no doubt. Even chat's
Wouldn't it
rolling up
in
new
it-
characters.
In fantasy, wouldn't it be Leron Jerkins?
So Beowulf, you are currently hiding behind a 500-gallon bucket of water. The goblins have
And there
formed
is-
sort of a skirmish line at the edge of the kitchen. They don't seem to be coming in, but there's no way
That
you're
would be
getting
right
out there
here,
without getting
right?
seen. Yeah, they are all right in this gap here. There's a whole ton of them up there.
Oh
And
yeah.
more all the time.
And can I see any of them from my current vantage point?
What I'm going to
could probably
do,
hear them.
because you can sneaky, I'm just going to put you there, and that should give you, yeah, you can see a couple of them from there. I'm going to start doing this for a little while and show as each player is going. I'm showing the chat or the stream what you can actually see. So right now you can't see. You know Bickford's over there somewhere behind this big jug. This big cistern, but you don't know where. All you can see is 3 goblins, and you can hear dozens more.
Okay, cool. They're within firing range. That's
Yes,
good.
they are.
Excellent. With that, then he's gonna quietly do something that he normally doesn't do and take out his crossbow and shoot it.
Okay.
He's going to shoot at this first one here that you can see.
Okay.
Let's get that shot out.
Here we go. A critical hit. Roll damage for me.
Oh shit!
That's
11.
you have no idea how lucky you were that you rolled a critical hit. It's gone. It's dead. It just. But the thing is, the shot. You out of the darkness, just punk, and then lean back behind the thing. It hits the goblins in such a way that the goblin spins, and by the time they spin and hit the floor, the other goblins have no idea where the shot came from. The only reason that's the case is because you rolled a crit. Otherwise, you would have absolutely given away your position.
So
That's
one's
your
gone,
action?
but there's
Yeah.
still I still have another action.
Yep. You shoot the next one too?
Oh.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot the next one. He's gonna, once it calms down,
Yeah.
he's gonna then peek around the corner and shoot again.
That's a 20. That hits.
Dirty.
20.
Yep.
So that one has
points
4 damage.
Oh dear. That's 2 problems. Because it doesn't kill it. And now
But
they
it
know
does
where you
overkill.
are. You are no longer hidden, Beowulf. You have, that's your action. You still have a bonus action. Yeah, what are you doing with that? And a movement, if you wish.
He... Okay, I know what I want to do. I'm just trying to make sure which one I want to do it with. Okay, he's going to quietly put his crossbow away.
Yeah.
Take out his great sword
Yeah.
and use his crimson right. So as a bonus action, I imbue the weapon to strike for 1d6 extra damage of my chosen type.
Okay.
On activating the right, you take 1d6 damage.
Okay.
The right damage is magical and lasts while you hold the weapon until you complete a short or long rest.
Okay. So roll us
So
a
let me roll
d6.
that 1d6. Whoops, I rolled 2. I'll take the 6 though.
Yeah, okay. So you take 6 damage, but you do an extra 6
Yep.
on your next shot. So
I'll
keep
do
track
an
of that
extra
for me, because I
6
probably
damage.
won't remember by the time we get around to you again. You still have a movement if you wish. You just
I probably will.
Yeah.
Once I finish making my move here. So
You're kind
they
of in
saw
a good
me
spot
coming
right now.
over.
You're kind of got them, they can't get to you except from one's place. Unless they get behind you.
Well, I'm planning on just like kind of hiding back over here again.
Yeah.
My movement is 40, so what I could see, because that's where I started, I went over here, saw them.
Yeah, that's
Did
only
the
15.
shooting and then come
back
back.
to there's 30. Yeah, that's easy. No problem. All right. You stand there, your blade humming in the darkness, waiting for battle. Zulthus. The Duke is coming up behind you. You're up against the corner of the room. A emotionless but still tense somehow cane hanging from your grasp. What do you do? You can hear a fracas down the hall ahead of you, as well as the Duke yelling and howling and screeching coming up behind you.
Yeah.
I love that word. Some people say
Zulthus
fracas,
is
but I'm French, so it's a fracas.
I'm on the corner. I haven't quite reached the ceiling yet. How many more distance to the ceiling?
15 feet. Let's make it 50.
Okay. Then I'll go straight to the ceiling. I will pull Kane up to be at the ceiling at the top with me.
Yep. And then any
And then just
horizontal movement of any fashion? Or are you just going to stay there?
wouldn't it be vertical movement at this point?
You went 15 feet
horizontal.
up to get to the ceiling.
Yeah, so that's
There is
the
no
vertical
more
movement.
up to go.
Yeah.
So that's vertical. Yeah, yeah.
So I have 35 feet left I can move.
Yep.
And yeah, I'll move those 35 feet.
And you can hear, like I said, down here there is all kinds of stuff.
We're-
From where you're actually starting to see the steam now, because the steam is coming through that whole cistern room and out into the kitchen.
Yeah. I see steam, I'm assuming Iticus.
They
And
did
I'm
something
thinking
like-
if I get that way.
They dumped something like 100,000 liters of water into a forge. So yeah,
Yeah. Look, I'm seeing something ridiculous.
yeah,
I'm
that's got to be
assuming-
Iticus. You're wrong in this case, but absolutely, I can understand why you would think that.
I mean, didn't he cause it?
Technically,
Yeah.
Technically, yes. Yeah,
Yes, he
that
did.
is true. That is true. So you zip along to there. That's your movement action.
Yeah,
Bonus action.
and with a because that's just the movement. With
Yep.
the, I'm just thinking about what I want to do.
Oh.
I'm going to take the bonus action of. Actually, no, I can just do this as an action, can't I? Of
Yep, that's
dodge.
your move. Yep. Yeah, and any attacks against you are at disadvantage for the rest until your next turn.
Yeah, and we're also covered in darkness at the same
Yep.
time.
Oh yeah. You actually,
How long?
to be fair, mechanically speaking, there's no point to dodging. They already have disadvantage against you because you're in darkness.
How
Yeah, but I want to make it so that they have to roll 4 times and take the worst out of those.
They're not even.
How
honestly,
long-
they're probably not even going to see you. Yes, Ruth. Yeah.
how long has it? How long would you say it's been since I've casted darkness?
Maybe a minute. Probably not. Probably more like 30 seconds.
Oh, we're
6
We're
seconds
fully
around,
set.
right? We're still doing this at 6 seconds around, right? So
Yeah,
it's been
it
like
lasts
this
for
whole
10 minutes.
combat. Yeah, you've got like 9
Yeah,
times
my
6. You got 54 more turns left. So
Awesome.
yeah, don't worry about that. Excellent question, but don't worry about that. So you're going to move again?
I was just checking.
Because you can do. You still have you still have an action that you could use to move, and frankly, you have a bonus action you could
Actually,
use to dash.
sorry, I'm going to use my bonus action to dash.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use stealth.
Yep.
To try and hide even like in the corners of
Actually,
ceiling
1, 2,
tiles.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's your
Would that be
movement?
with
50 feet?
advantage?
Your movement's
Yeah,
50.
We're
right?
already on sea.
50,
So-
yeah.
You could get like literally to here.
Yeah. I'm gonna move us to here, so we're a little no, wait, here.
Yeah,
Right
exactly. So you are now. I'm going to back you up because I have a question. I'm going to put you approximately back where you were. If you move there, you will take the bubble of darkness with you. If you take the bubble of darkness with you, that sconce will go out. Will appear
That's
to
why
go
I
out.
did a
Oh,
That
okay.
is why I did a stealth check to hide among the, because it's the sconces on the wall. We're
Yeah.
on the top of the ceiling, and I'm trying to hide
Yeah,
in
fair
the
enough.
ceiling tile.
You're more than 30 feet above it. Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay. That works. So yes, you guys are there, safely there, and hidden, most dramatically.
Yes.
Bigford, I saw the look on Bison's face. Combat was not your first choice.
I was gonna do a bamboozle, but
But-
we're gonna have to do something a little bit more
Well,
destructive.
They currently do not know where you are. You can see them all looking to the south towards Beowulf.
And Beowulf doesn't even know where you are.
Nope.
That's true. If they don't know where I am, two, three, four, five, six. I'm going to use my bonus action to dash because of cunning action.
Yep.
I'm going to park my ass here.
Yep.
And I'm going to hide.
Give us a stealth check.
Because my next cunning plan is a little bit more Idicus in nature.
Oh, it spells trouble.
You've become an adjective and a god in another game. 30.
30. I am poofed.
You are
Yeah!
absolutely disappeared.
At plus 11. Hell yeah.
All right. Knowing nothing of this kerfluffle, because you rolled a 1 on your perception check, Idicus. The giant is charging off into the distance. There's obviously something he's going to see. Give me another perception check. Nope.
That's
No
That's
clue.
performance.
Well, that was performance. Yeah, go ahead and give me perception.
You do a
Pretend
little
that never
jig in the
happened.
mind.
9! Nope, it's not happening anyway. So yes, you're just, all you can hear is the thundering plate-mailed feet of this giant running down the hall. What do you do?
I'm gonna fire another arrow over here
Okay.
in hopes of getting the last 4 just facing away,
Yep,
so
absolutely.
that then I can run as fast as I can.
There,
Outta
and,
here.
these two back here. I'll give you one of them. The other one stays because he's lazy.
Ski
So
fucking daddle.
now you've got your movement and your bonus action to use for movement, right? So 60 feet? 30 and 30? We decided you got 30 feet of movement, right? Because you're Warforged, not Goblin.
I have 15 technically.
I know, but we decided it was
yeah,
that
we-
you're not a Goblin, right? You're a Warforged, so your little legs can go. Zing! So yeah, you
Yeah.
can go with 30.
So he's
60
gonna
feet
hop.
total.
He's gonna hop out of the cart
Yeah.
and just run to the south as fast as he can.
Okay.
Out.
The nice thing is these things are 10 feet across. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet. You get all the way down to there. Around the corner. Idicus, how good does it feel to have a brick and stone wall between you and all but 2 of these orcs and that giant?
Ooh, that definitely helps.
I figured I'd ask because Sarah's voice went down about half an octave when you got around that corner.
No.
Oh, this is so much fun.
You see, in my head, I'm
I
hearing
shouldn't
Metal
be-
Gear Solid music
shouldn't be
during
enjoying
Icus'
this
turn.
Hearing
Yeah.
what?
Metal Gear Solid music. Stealth mission, go!
Yeah, Kane. Oh, hang on, I gotta move the giants and the baddies. Yep. There's a howling, screeching yell in a giant language. Anybody that speaks giant hears, "Go get them, you fools! Put down the dishes!" And they start coming. There is 10
Okay,
that you can see so
Kevin?
far. Yep.
Serious question about how much damage would I have to do right here
Yep.
to break that?
Ooh. I'll tell you after your roll.
Okay, I mean, it's not my turn yet. Obviously, it's not my turn yet,
Yep. Yeah, good question. Yeah, I thank you for giving me a second to think about that. This works.
but my
Yep.
terrible idea has just gotten so much worse.
No, that's a brilliant idea. I see exactly where you're going with this. That's freaking brilliant. That's how you solve the problem.
Only I had Thunderclap.
Thunderclap just sounds like to me just sounds like the worst STD ever.
I hear thunderclap, and I just imagine that is a fart that just
Yeah.
rips through the sky.
Oh, that was a wet one. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Actually, I'm just gonna do
That is- a world-shattering part.
Yes.
Shattering.
Yeah.
Just
The clouds part.
I totally missed it. Okay.
Shatter, but it affects you.
Yes.
as well?
Yeah.
You're just this bloody mess
one of the
on
people
ground,
I
just
shouldn't say
cloud.
this, but one of the people I watch on YouTube when I need a laugh is a guy called Gilstrap, and he's got a wet fart sounding machine, and he just walks around places in New York, and like walks in front of people and yells things like "None shall pass," and then, oh, bad day to wear white, and then he just walks off. And that's it. I'm done. It's 30 minutes of fart jokes, and I can hardly breathe. But never mind. Let's get back to this, because I'm a child. Kane, you can just see the
It would
Duke. Yeah. In fact, wait a minute. He's a giant. He moves faster.
It would be pointless to disengage. And I can't. Wait, I can't even do that, can I?
No, you're not a rogue. You don't need to. You're not engaged.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you
I
kind
don't know
of
about
are,
your
but,
personal life, but in game, you know. Yeah.
but
And there's no way I could use my movement to get us farther.
No, you're being carried. If you move
Exactly.
right now, you'll be moving
Can I
away
gift-
from him. Yeah.
Can I gift not Iticus, Zulthus my movement? So
No.
he gets his
No.
and mine? I'm
Nope.
kidding.
Nope. You
Um,
try, but I don't say no very often. But no.
at level 9, do you get Shadow Step?
It doesn't show up on D&D Beyond.
That's probably a no then.
So I keep forgetting what I have as a
Yeah.
shadow sorcerer.
I'll find out.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
So will I.
Somebody could look that up. Yeah, if you guys could look that up. So,
I just remember at some point you get both a Hellhound that you get to walk around with, and
I don't know if
Just
that
some-
shadow step would work though, because you're 90 feet
I-
in the air. Or
Shadow
say?
Walk is a
Shadow Walk
14.
is level 14,
yeah. Okay.
but you have
Oh,
Hound of Ill
okay.
Omen at level 6.
Doggo.
I
Yeah.
do, but it's not like I'm gonna summon him.
No. I was just thinking Shadow Walk.
That would be
just use Zulthus as your point of shadow,
Yes.
and just walk through him to go somewhere else.
You're in a shadow. You can go anywhere if you had that, but you don't
That's
because you're not
true.
level 14 yet.
Yeah.
So yes, you are up against the
Um,
ceiling in a bubble of darkness.
Are I assume those are doors. Are they open?
Those two, no, they are not. At least I don't think they are.
balls.
You'd be able to see through them if they were. Because... Hang on a second. You guys can both see through them, right?
Yep.
Okay, in that case, they're open.
Oh.
That means I removed that wheel. Oh, that's right, yeah. I remember doing that now. Yeah, I don't remember why, but yes, those doors are open. So you can see those gobbies.
I thought the
jerk with the
Duchess
hound.
was chasing us this way as well. They were
Yeah,
both
I was
gonna
gonna
meet in
say
the
not
middle.
like.
No, she's
I was gonna
staying in
say
her
not like
kitchen.
it matters much right now,
She was going to chase you guys, but then stuff happened. so-
but
Yeah.
I would like to see what all is on the other side of the door, which I can see.
Absolutely. What is your vision range? Let me do this. Control L, and I can see what you can see.
120.
So actually, you can see just inside those doors. If you scan across, there's sort of 3 or 4 little goblins hanging around, hiding for the most part. They don't look like they're all looking the other way. You can see in the very far distance over here a female fire giant wearing full-scale male armor. And around them there are 5 smoke mephites. And just to the north here, just up at the edge of your vision, you can see that slimy, sort of greasy mound that you know is an ogre.
Okay.
Oh, that's where you guys are.
Yeah, they're at the other end. They're halfway down the hallway to the kitchen. So you guys are closing on the kitchen now. But then it gets a floor up and 500 feet that way.
Is there any way I can use SSL to communicate this to Zulthus? Shadow sign language.
Oh, shadow sign language. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You guys
We're
can
both
whisper to
sure.
each other,
We know
frankly.
it.
I mean, you're so far up in the air and there's so much noise. There are,
There's no elves here. You're safe.
Yeah, what would you like to say to him?
Because I know that we are unseen right now, and I think out of touch range, we won't
Oh, yeah.
brush over them.
Yeah, they're only 20 to 22 feet tall. You guys are 90 feet in the air.
But I let him know what is on the other side.
Shadow puppets. Yeah.
It's just shadow puppets.
Yes.
Look, we need to run over there so we can all.
Or I could also say ASL still, Abyssal Sign Language.
Abyssal sign language, yeah.
PSL,
So-
ISL.
Well, for me, it's either ASL or USL, Undead Sign Language.
That one's hard to do because your fingers keep falling off.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
You
yeah,
lose
Morse
a
code with
hand.
the ribs.
So can you pass that information on to Zulthus?
Yeah,
All right,
and that's all I can do.
Beowulf.
I was just looking at what I've done.
Yeah. You can see a wall of goblins. They're charging right at you. I mean, they're only goblins,
Well, no, because
but you heard the yell of a giant.
Well,
beyond.
It's what I was thinking because I just realized that the great sword is a two-handed sword.
Yep.
So I can't swipe and then swipe with my hand.
Bite.
Yeah, you can. I'll give you a bite. Yep, I'll give you a two-handed attack and a bite. Absolutely.
Well, would I roll it just as a melee attack then?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
So the first one I'll do is the great sword.
So you're gonna
Oh, wait.
run up and.
First things first. Yeah, he's gonna run right here.
Okay.
Though, oh shit. And
Okay.
attack this one first, of
Yep.
course.
Having no idea what Bigford's plan is. I love this. Excellent roleplay. Excellent. Not metagaming. What do you do? 18 absolutely hits. How bad did this thing die? 10 points. It's dead. Yeah, you just. Oh, plus you do an extra 6. Go ahead and roll that because
Oh,
it is
yeah.
it is gone now.
I think it's just
unfortunately.
flat 6.
Is it just
So, yeah.
flat 6? So yeah, okay. So 16 points. But I mean, but the reason I did that is because it's gone now. As you get to here and strike with that blow, you still have that other. You still got some more movement. Hey, Corsair's Cove, how you doing? It has been ages, dude. Oh wow, we gotta play together some more. You're a lot of fun to play with. Thank you for coming and playing, seeing us tonight.
Goblin playing.
I got to play last night. It's the only word in my head now. Play. Forever GM got to play. So, Beowulf, you get to there and just this first goblin just shatters. I mean, there's just goblin goo on the floor in front of you now. But as you kind of glance into the other room, two huge ogres are standing by the table. They're very carefully ripping off their aprons. They're just and snapping the neck straps and putting them on the table. But they're coming towards you next. What do you do? My face meat. I like that. I'm going to steal that.
He's going to take that extra 5
Yep.
that he has for his movement.
Yep.
And then he's going to, because he's holding on to his sword, he's going to
Yep.
use, he's going to reach out and try and bite the guy.
So you just, and then just snap your head and 14 hits. It's a goblin. And 8 points is sufficient.
8. And then he's going to try and bite again.
And throw
There's
it to the
nothing
ground.
in range.
Yeah, as a bonus action, because he made a strike, he's
Yep.
going to do it again.
So you have to move again. So there or there or there.
Well, he has to move because I killed the other one?
Well, you're not
Yeah,
at
'cause
melee
it's-
range or anything right now. So
Well, he was right here, but
yeah,
he
And
killed
then
the
this
other
guy
one.
died,
Yep.
and there's nobody within melee range.
there's nobody within 5 feet of you now. So you'd have to take one more step in some direction.
Which I can't do because I've already gone 40.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So I
snarl
won't be able to do
menacing
my
you.
bonus attack.
Yeah.
He's just going to growl at him.
And I mean, frankly, they're 3 feet tall, and you're like a 7-foot tall
Okay,
wolf.
well-
Yeah.
I can't hold a bonus action then?
What were you planning on doing with it?
Just
I'm
another bite
extraordinarily
attack.
flexible. If one closes, I'll give you a reaction attack. Sure, we'll do that.
Sure.
All right. Zulthus. The Duke is pounding down the hall towards you. He is going to pass directly underneath you the next time they move.
Look, knowing that there's another fire giant in there,
Yeah.
just wondering if, like, is there a way I can make them fight?
You wouldn't know this, but they're husband and wife.
We probably
Now, whether that
probably
makes
do.
your job easier or harder?
Well, if they weren't husband and wife, I would be able to jump down and I'd be able to bluff my way through all father stuff.
Yeah, maybe. You could try.
Well, we know how hill giants react in a familial situation. It's not very good.
These are fire giants, and what you know
Fire
about fire
giants are a
giants,
little
they
bit more-
are warriors. That is all they live for, is the fight.
Yeah. Using the knowledge that I have, because I wouldn't remember these guys from when I was the Allfather,
No, that's
and knowing
like
what
a
I know about
different
fire
world.
giants.
Yeah.
Even though I can't speak giant. Really should have thought that. Well, you made that decision for me.
Yes.
I didn't get to make that decision.
Yes.
That's why my language is undead. It's old giant. No one speaks
Yes,
it anymore.
That's right. You speak pre-giant, which
It's a
means I
dead
can,
language,
which means I can
but,
occasionally give you a tiny hint about what they said. But yeah.
He speaks
Um,
undead because it's a dead language.
Oh,
Yes.
But I'm bummed.
oh, I gotta interrupt. I am enjoying this so much. You guys are thinking so hard. I am just. This game has been so lighthearted up until now, and this is just so much fun to watch. What do you do?
There's nothing I can do that wouldn't put Kane in risk as well.
She can probably take it.
Yeah, but my plan involves jumping down onto the shoulder of a fire giant. Did you hear what she did the last battle? Complete cowardice. Oh my god, can't believe. How could you be married to something like that?
I would like you to trust your instincts. Don't worry about
Be
Kane.
Zulthus, man. Be Zulthus.
Okay. You know what? No, I've got an idea. I've got a terrible idea.
Good.
Cunning
going to-
lad.
I've got a tail so cunning you could paint it orange, put a tail on it, and call it a fox.
My favorite Baldric one was, I have a cunning plan, a plan so cunning it was like it was planned by a fox professor of cunning, or something to that effect. Yeah.
My plan is so cunning you could put a tail on it and call it a weasel.
Yes.
So I'm gonna jump down onto the. I'm gonna tell Kane I've got a terrible idea. We're gonna do it, and then just leap down onto the shoulder of this giant.
So you're holding your action until the giant gets underneath you?
Yep.
Because it's like, yeah, it's a long.
Because it's a couple things I have to do
Yep.
as opposed to just leap
Bad
down.
ideas incorporated.
That's a
yep.
movement and.
Yep.
Yep.
So you're just waiting. Yep.
Kate would still have the darkness.
Yep.
Too.
Now, oh, that's a good point. It's cast on you, right? Kane? Like it's cast, it centers on you?
Well, it's cast
Yes.
on an inanimate object.
Yeah, so, but that object is probably
doesn't-
something you're carrying, right? Like your shield or something?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, your belt buckle
I
or
don't
whatever.
have a shield.
But your belt buckle or whatever. You got promoted to Professor of Cunning at Oxford University. Yes, that was one. Yes.
Thank you.
I should have known you'd
Blackadder.
remember.
Blackadder Society.
Yes. So, yes, Kane. Look, yeah. Zulta says that to you. I have a terrible plan. And you wait.
She's-
until the- yeah.
She's just gonna nod.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of choice. I mean, he's holding on to you 90 feet up in the air. Big Fred!
Okay.
Your new cunning plan just got slightly more challenging because there's
No,
kind
no.
of... Yeah, okay.
Bigford is going to go right here. He is going to
Oh, damn.
burn a second level slot with his smite,
Okay.
and he's going to attack right here.
Gonna Paladin Smite in the name of Pelor.
In the name of Pelor,
Yes.
take a fucking bath.
um,
In the name of Pelor, take a bath. Wham. Should I just roll damage?
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay,
There's,
so
there's no way you're going to miss a
A wall.
100,000 gallon cistern, 100,000 liter cistern.
all right. So we got the Morning Skull, bam, and then 2d8. So 18
points of
damage.
Okay. You slam into it with, what is this? Your morning, your
The Morning Skull, yeah.
Morning Skull, yeah. And for a second, nothing. It kind of bounces off, and then you see the wood crack, and a seam opens, and a stream of water about that big, just a hose under incredible pressure, just straight forward. So these
That's-
three.
Would essentially be the same amount of pressure that you'd be using to cut through iron.
Well, what it's
Yeah.
going to do is, yeah, I mean, it's close. It drives these goblins back, probably killing, it's hard to tell, but probably killing them in the process. But they, at the end of it, they slam into the ogre, driven by the water. The ogre's just standing there with the water pouring around their waist. Like,
Yeah.
you're not moving that, not at that distance. But as they hit it, it just goes, and there's 3 dead goblins. Like, it's an ogre. It thought it was being attacked, right?
Well, I was hoping for something a little bit more explosive to wash the rest of them out, but that's a
that's going
start.
to take another hit.
Yeah,
So,
I don't get 2 attacks.
no,
So,
but you still
Beowulf
have
does.
you still have a movement
Beowulf
and a
is-
bonus action.
Beowulf
Oh no,
no,
you used
did
part of your
what you
movement.
did.
You still have a bonus
I-
action.
yeah. Bonus action. What can I do with that? No, I can't because I had to use a little bit to dash.
Right. Okay.
So he's going to stay where he is.
All right. Back upstairs, completely the
And
other
just
end of
just
the dungeon.
winding up for round 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Idicus, give me a perception check. Every round we're gonna do this until you make one.
2 and a 20.
Nope. All you can hear is orcs arguing behind you because they found one of your arrows, and it's like, you shot this, you shot this. Neither one of us has arrows. Don't be an idiot. No, you know they're
Elves did it.
Yeah, there's an elf in here somewhere. Damn it. And you can still hear the ringing feet of the. Oh, I forgot to move the giants this turn. I'll move yours, and then when we go back to the other end, I'll move theirs too. Actually, you hear that giant run, and then you hear nothing, and then you hear bang as 15,000 pounds of ironclad giant leaps over the railing and drops 1 floor. What do you do?
I'm gonna keep running.
So I'm gonna give you more than you technically could because story-wise this works. You just pelting down the side of this train, just full speed, and you see it opens in front of you. You know, you've been in this room before. This is where that statue is, right? You get to here, and you're at the edge of the ledge. The train keeps going on a very narrow trestle, but below you, down there, is the giant standing up from the 3-point crouch that he landed in. I want another perception check because now you are actually have access to downstairs from here. So 5, nope. You are totally focused on your personal surround. This makes so much sense. So this is Iticus, right? I mean, it's just stay alive. Like you're in full goblin mode right now, right? So it makes perfect sense. You can't hear anything, but you can see he's getting ready to continue charging off in this direction. But that's going to be your like movement and everything to get you there, if that works.
That's fine.
Okay.
The other thing I had planned, it can wait.
Oh no! Tell me what you want to do. Don't ever let me tell you what your character did.
He's gonna take out his magic 8-ball.
Yes.
And just shake it. I remember because I have mine on here.
Yep.
And he's gonna shake it, and his question is, "How do I get back to my friends?"
You shake it.
It's just
nothing comes up. It has to be a yes or no question.
It would be, "Are my friends okay then?"
Are my friends okay?
Are friends okay?
Concentrate
The answer is obviously
and
no.
ask again.
It's what?
The answer is concentrate and ask again.
He's gonna put it away, and now his mind is set on getting back to them.
All right. Well, you came. You know where you came from, so you know this direction on the lower floor is where they are. So I'm going to give you that action for free because I still want you here because, they're going to need you. So, and you're still, to be fair, you're still a long ways away.
Yep.
So, always split the party. It's more fun for the GM. All right, Kane.
And the GM always pays it forward.
Kane, I got to say, you are in a bad situation. I gotta move these. Oh, actually, I'm gonna move this here, and I'm gonna give you one move before you drop on top of them. But you are, you're about to drop. You can see Zulthus's hand loosening as this giant runs below you.
Oh no! I'm just unclenching my toes.
Yeah. So yeah, you can feel him getting ready to drop, but you get to go first. What would you like to do? And I wanted to say, first of all, you've been in a really tough position all night, where doing nothing was the right thing to do. So thank you for figuring out that was what you needed to do, but that time is over.
I mean, if I were to do anything else,
Yep.
I'd just probably kill us.
Well,
So,
Zulthus has not told you their plan. He's just told you that he's got a very bad plan, and you can feel him letting go of the roof as the giant walks underneath.
I mean, she doesn't have her fear
Nope.
emotion.
Nope.
So she's just preparing herself.
Okay. Preparing yourself
Wait.
for a 70-foot drop onto the shoulder of a giant.
With
Do I have Featherfall? I
because
don't think I do.
I have Featherfall, and I'm carrying you.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Sure.
You'll be fine.
Also,
Yeah.
well, so I feel like
Well, it's slow fall.
there's
but-
still not much I can do
Well, let me ask a question. if I
at this
may.
time because we haven't fallen yet.
No, you haven't. But let me ask a question. Does Kane think that Zulthus is going to attack the giant? Because Ruth knows what Jacob's plan is, but
No, no one knows what my plan
Zulthus
is.
has not explained the plan to Kane at all. All you were told is, "I have a very bad plan," and you can feel him letting go.
She is not worried about what his plan is.
Okay.
She is figuring out. She is now figuring out her plan,
Okay. So maybe
and
hold an action?
ideally,
My plan's evolved.
That's what. It's one thing I like
Ideally-
about D&D combat. It does give you time to think before it's your turn again. But yes, what are you doing?
Ideally, she wants to make sure that both her and Zolthus are safe.
Mhm. He's about to make that very much not the case.
That's fine. It's cool.
Yeah.
Um,
There's no right or wrong answer. What does Kane do?
I just realized once we drop, this dude is going to be in darkness and won't be able to see a thing.
If fire giants can't see in the dark, you're correct.
It's
Well,
magical
wait,
darkness.
It's magical darkness.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they have to have
Only,
true sight.
only Zolthus and I can see in my darkness.
That is absolutely true.
Who turned out the light?
Because I'm built different.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
and I just realized.
No one. The lights are just out. So, can okay, hang on. Let me just check a thing.
Yes,
Also,
that's okay,
after my
'cause I realized
turn,
I-
I'm going to run to the bathroom. Never mind, I can't do that. Because it's another concentration spell.
And it would require dropping the one you're currently running. Yes.
I'll give you a slight hint. You might want to drop it anyways.
Where's the
Okay,
Yes,
so
there we go.
is dropping a spell a bonus action?
It's free action.
It just happens.
You,
Okay,
you can
cool.
either say I dropped the spell or cast another spell that requires concentration and it happens automatically.
Okay. I am going to cast slow.
On the giant?
Yes.
All right. So click that spell.
Do I click?
Yeah, click the spell so it pops up in chat so I know what save I have to make. I think it's a wisdom save, but
Yeah.
DC 17 wisdom save. Wow. Okay.
I only need 2 seconds.
18. Rolled an 18, which is
Can I? Oh goddamn!
so you and it just you see him and walk through it like treacle.
Ah.
And the thing is there's no visual component to slow, so he's got no way of knowing where it came from.
Yeah.
You do that.
Well, he
but-
wouldn't have seen it until the spell took effect.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And
so-
just above him now, I mean, he gets hit with this, he struggles through it. He's still heading towards this disaster that's in his house, right? But 90 feet above him, exposed on the ceiling, no longer wrapped in darkness, the two of you. Anything else?
Okay.
It's a brilliant idea, just they saved by one.
Ooh, that's a bad idea.
Those are my
Or-
favorite
is
kind.
it?
Anything else? You've used your action. You can't really move. You got a bonus action left. Don't know if you've got much you can do
Hang
with the
on.
bonus action.
You know what I can do though?
What's that?
Hang on, how long does this last?
sorcery thing.
Give me a sec.
But while you figure that out, I'm just going to skip forward to Bigfoot, and then we'll come back to you, and we'll see what you.
You know
'cause you guys
what?
are in totally different
That's-
battles, so
Yeah,
I
Beowulf's
would
up
like
next.
Beowulf's next.
to-
So yeah.
I would like to prep myself for the fall.
Yep.
And figure out where I'm gonna land.
Absolutely. So yeah, you do some. That
I
makes
want to
perfect sense,
try
yeah.
to land behind this dude.
Oh, so you want to go all the way to the floor?
Well,
We're
If I
landing on the
have to
shoulder.
slide
I'm letting
down-
you know.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
You know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is then you're going to
If-
you look down and prepare yourself. So I'm going to give you advantage on the acrobatics check to stay on the shoulder when you land.
Okay.
So yes, go do your thing.
And if I stop my video, will it mess anything up?
If you no, because you were the last one in, so go right ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I will. Yeah, just leave it just like that. Yeah, don't leave the call, and then we're good. With that, Beowulf, you're face to face with a wad of goblins. You can see behind them the two ogres are about to come towards you,
I did see what Bickford did.
and from there you see also. She steps forward, pulls an amulet off of her neck, and guzzles a giant-sized potion. She throws it to the ground and it smashes, and you see a light flicker over her, and it's almost like there's a shield covering her.
Oh, great.
Anybody got Arcana? Either of the two of you, Beowulf or
Not technically,
Bickford? No.
but
I do.
You do? Okay. This is one of those
And
ones
I
where if
have
you
an
haven't got
advantage on
Arcana, you don't get the roll, but if you do, you do. So look at that. You
Yeah.
nailed it. Yeah, 26. Perfect. She just gobbled a potion of invulnerability. She is now resistant to all damage. So she only takes half. So she's essentially gone
Yeah.
from 162 hit points to 324.
Fuck off.
My plan still
She's
works.
now officially tougher than her husband.
Well, Beowulf saw what Bickford did.
Yep.
Saw that he didn't make too much of a difference.
It's already cracked. It wouldn't take much.
He's going to yell as a free action to Bickford, "She's invulnerable."
Hit it again!
And then he's going to hit the
Yep.
thingy right where Bickford
Absolutely.
hit it.
Roll me some damage. Don't worry about the hit. Just roll me damage. I mean, you can roll the hit so we got something to see, but yeah, just hit the greatsword damage.
11 slashing. Oh, plus 6.
Isn't that only
Yeah.
once, or is it the?
It's ends at a rest.
It ends
Right,
at a rest.
all the way to the next rest, right? Yeah. So 17, and that board splits and opens up. The one next to it starts to crack, and you can see the water's just causing it to shake and shudder. The water's blasting forward, taking out these four. I mean, they're done. You get hit with water at that power, they've only got 7 hit points. They're finished. One more hit, and this whole thing's coming down. It's clear as day.
Okay, so guess what?
Smash it again.
Oh,
Just hit
boy.
that greatsword
No.
button again.
Oh
Do
yeah,
the
you got
damage.
2 attacks.
Yep. 15 more points. Yeah, that's plenty. You just pull your sword out. It's just glowing and hissing and screaming in the heat and the cold and the water. And you smash it in again, and the sword goes all the way through the wood and into the water, and you can see it bubbling. The magic is causing the water to bubble. Only for a split second, though, because the sword is almost torn out of your hands as this whole side of the bin gives way. I need both of you to make dexterity saves, please.
Okay, okay.
I realize I'm the only one that wouldn't have to. I would just run on the water.
Beowulf, you both made it. You both managed to throw yourselves to the side as this water rushes forward. The goblin is definitely gone. I'm going to give the ogres a strength save. Just cuz. Well, they're ogres, so it is... what is... this is like a DC 20, because this is like a wall of water.
Yeah. And the giant may be invulnerable, but still technically that's all difficult terrain now.
Yep. It's also, they're not invulnerable to getting knocked off their feet by a big wall of water either.
Mhm.
So this ogre gets knocked back by the water into these goblins and just in a big pile. This water is still rushing. It's going to be several turns before it runs out. The Duchess is going to get advantage on this because she's actually just off to the side of it. She's also... actually, I got her sheet over here. I can actually roll hers. What's that? I think that's a Constitution save, yeah? To stay vertical?
I would think so.
Yeah, it makes more sense
Yeah.
than Dex. She's not trying to jump out of the way, so... Yeah, and like I said, it's advantage. You didn't need it anyway, but it was an advantage because she's only sort of at the edge of the stream, so the water's swirling around her calves and
Well, if
making
it was a
little
deck
whirlwinds.
save for us,
Yeah, but she's bracing based on her strength.
That's true.
Yeah, you guys are sort of jumping to the side as the explosion happens.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to see you fall flat on your face.
Not this turn, but there's
Damn.
still time. There's still time. Let me draw some.
How much fall damage does a face take at that distance?
That's a very good point. So I'm just going to draw this.
In Warhammer, when giants die, they make fall templates.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they actually had a specific template for when a giant falls, and you had to roll scatter dice.
Oh, wow. Scatter days. I love it.
See which direction he fell.
So the lines I just put on there, that's where the water is right now, but it is a wall. I mean, it's 60 feet tall or still heading down across the kitchen. Every time it hits one of the little stoves, there's just a of steam popping up. There's an ogre up to here, like the water's gone over the top, and as it starts to fade, you see the top of an ogre's head just leaning against the force.
Probably coughing because the stupid idiot breathed in first.
You have you still have your movement and a bonus action left.
I strongly suggest we get some distance between us and this big bitch.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm looking at this. There's not really too much I can actually do.
Remember, there's no way out behind the two of you. The only way out is through this kitchen.
Yeah, because it's still going to be steaming and
Yeah, it's still
bullshit in there
that's
for
a
a while.
forge steam. Yeah. Not to mention, you wouldn't know this, but technically, there's no way through. If you get to the forge, you can't get. There's no way around. The forge is the end of the loop, so you'd just be running into a dead end. But you guys don't know that.
He's right here. He's gonna go right here. He can see her now.
Yep, absolutely.
And if I recall, 10, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's about 30 feet, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I can move one more there,
Yep. There you go.
just to make sure.
Yep.
Because he's going to invoke one of his blood maledics.
Okay.
And he's going to amplify it.
Okay. Apparently, the fall templates were very unflattering for the giants.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to use his blood curse of binding.
Okay.
The curse lasts for 1 minute and affects creatures of any size. The
Okay.
cursed creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns to end the curse.
Okay.
You attempt to bind a large or smaller creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. It must succeed a strength saving throw of DC 14, or the cursed creature's speed is reduced to 0, and it cannot take reactions until the end of your next turn.
Wow.
Giants are huge.
But it says any size.
Oh.
It specifically said any size.
It said any size.
And it only rolled a 2, so she is frozen in place. That is interesting.
You did what
And
I
then he
did to
takes-
that fucking Wendigo.
Well, here's the thing. She's leaning in, holding against the force of the flow, and you just froze her, and the force of the flow is slowing. So she's starting to tip forward. She cannot move. Right? That's what it says. Like her speed is 0, right? Because she failed the.
Her speed is 0.
Yep.
And there's no resistance to fall damage, is there?
And then it drowns. Yes. Yeah, she's about to go face down into the water with
And
an
it cannot
inability
take
to move.
reactions.
Nope, it can't do anything. So,
it
do
lasts
you have
for a
any
whole
movement
minute.
left?
That is a fucking amazing.
That
Oh
was-
my god.
That was exceptional.
Yeah, but I can move, but the thing is,
Yes.
I won't be able to do any attacks until the next round.
Yep.
Dude, just get the fuck out.
Just remember, all this area inside here that's essentially non-passable terrain right now.
Yeah, the
Anything
red.
inside the
Oh,
red
he's
dots.
He's gonna stop
So you
right there.
you sort of like, yeah, I got this. You come around the corner and you look, and there are 5 smoke mafeets
They're flying.
over by the fire.
He's just gonna stop right there at the corner,
Okay.
and that'll be the end of his turn for the moment.
Because I think that was about all the movement you had anyway. So yeah.
Yeah.
Ozuthis. I know we made you wait all the way to this turn, but that's basically because I moved the giant at the wrong time.
So I'm going to land very delicately using slow
Slow
fall
fall. Yep.
onto the giant's shoulder.
You're falling 70 feet, so that would be 76. Slow fall reduces that by what? Your monk level times
35.
5? By 35?
Yeah.
So roll. You could potentially still take 1 or 2 points.
Okay.
76.
How many d6 again?
7.
76?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then absorb 35 of it. Statistically, that's right on, almost. That's actually slightly less than half. So there's
Yeah,
a
I'm
chance.
completely
17. Yeah,
fine.
Jesus. 1s and 2s, anybody? I said roll d6s, not d4s. Wow. So yeah, no problem. You crash to the ground. Now I need dexterity save or dexterity acrobatics from both of you to stay on the shoulders.
Okay.
23.
Yep. No worries.
And I get advantage on that?
Yes, you do because you prepped. And then it drowns. Yes. So I'm putting you just there. And you just there. So you give me so Zulthus, that was a.
Oh,
I'm tempted to not even
Booyah.
call it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no
Yes!
problem. So yeah, you 3-point land on the pauldron of the armor, just tung, right on its shoulder, right beside its head.
That's perfect.
So there's 1 on each shoulder. You guys are like the consciences right now, good and a bad conscience,
Awesome.
except they're both bad.
That was a nat 20, and
Yeah.
that makes me very happy.
Absolutely. So you, the two of you are on the Zulthus.
So
This
you
was
gave
your
me a
held
lovely
action, so-
item a while ago
Yes, I did.
called a stick of weightiness. We never discussed how
Yep.
heavy the stick is.
Okay.
Just incredibly so
Yep.
to the degree that it can't be lifted easily
Yes.
by almost
Okay.
anything.
Yep. A stick of weightiness.
And also,
Wow,
the
okay.
difference between a stick of weightiness and an immovable rod is an immovable rod locks in space-time.
Yes.
A stick of weightiness is still affected by gravity.
Okay. I like this. Yep.
So I'm taking the stick of weightiness and punching it directly through an eardrum,
Well, he's wearing a helmet, but
or the closest orifice I can
there's
get.
a space. I mean, you can shove it through an eye hole or a nose hole or something inside. Yeah.
Yeah, wherever I need to.
Yep.
I thought ear hole only because then I can whisper very easily into that.
So yeah, you shove it into the side of the skull. Give me a melee attack, I guess.
A melee attack?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know if I'm very good at... Can I roll again?
2 1s. Wow.
I'm going to use a flurry of blows to hit 2 more times.
Okay. You are going to do so as you fall off the giant, though,
Okay,
with 2 1s. So yeah, as you're falling
Well,
down the back of
God.
the giant. Yeah.
that changes my plan ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Sorry, but
Oh
the
my
dice,
lord.
the dice are the
23.
dice. The 23 does hit. So
Yeah. My plan was to stay on and
Yeah.
threaten him.
Unfortunately,
That is no longer my plan.
Unfortunately, double ones kind of killed that.
I turn on the stick of weightiness to its
Yeah.
max setting
Yeah.
and just let go.
Okay. It hits the floor. And the floor starts to crumble. And
The
crack.
stick of weightiness?
Yep.
Oh, it's going to go through him.
Oh, you're trying to put it over his foot or something?
No, I put it... You said I could go for an orifice.
Well, you just fell off of him, though.
And then I did flurry of blows for those last 2 to
You
try
get a
and...
strike
On the way
on the
down his
way
back,
down.
you hit him on the way down his back. So yeah.
Okay, anything I can... If I can even drop it onto his shoulder.
Before you left, yeah, I'll give you that.
Stick it in his belt loop.
It's-
His pants fall down.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that very much.
Fancy.
Emotional damage.
It would be ridiculous and stick it in his codpiece, but never mind. So
Well, no, if I was at his codpiece, it's going right up his
you're
urethra.
going down the
Um,
back. So, but yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
Reverse Thanos.
Yeah, let's give me a sleight of hand. This is getting ridiculous. This is more fun. I
Sit,
want
boy.
another one so bad.
What
And
the
there
hell?
it is. Yeah.
last.
No, this is gonna don't look at me like that. This is gonna work. This is a one that works, because I told you what happens when this thing hits the floor. You miss his belt, but you let go, and it drives to the ground from 10 feet up now, not just sitting on the ground when you let it go. And it's
I was dropping it from the shoulder, but apparently we're doing belt loops now.
Yeah. Either way, it dropped from a height this time. It's not just sitting on the ground, right? So when it smashes into the rocks, it just goes, and a sinkhole starts to form. At the moment, we're going to put that sinkhole just under them. But you can see it starting to expand. So that's, you used your bonus. The only thing you got left is technically a movement, because falling off the roof didn't count as a movement.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I didn't
in
even
the
use a
Underdark,
I haven't even used a bonus action. No,
Yeah,
I
you
have.
did to do the flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the Underdark, some drows, just having tea, giant tea. What the hell?
Not yet, but it's coming.
Using spider climb, I'm going to jump off of him,
Yep.
and by using step of the wind for one more key point,
Yep.
it allows me to jump It allows me to jump how much?
I think it's 3 times your regular. How far do you want to
Yeah,
jump? Like
to
vertically?
a wall.
Oh, to the other. Okay, yeah. Well, you're only like 10 feet from the wall, but you could jump back to like here if you wanted to. Oops.
Oh, I'll jump forward then.
Yeah, you can jump out in this direction. Wherever you like. Go ahead and move up to, I think it's, because I think you get like 30 feet or something instead of 10, but whatever. Go ahead and move down there, and that's going to do it for you, Bickford.
Oh, and at the last moment, my cloak of billowing is just billowing.
Well, I figured it was doing that all the way down.
No, it only starts doing the billowing
Once you're still.
once I'm still.
Okay.
'Kay.
So, obscured by the wall of water.
Yes.
I'm
Nobody
gonna
can
go
see you.
here.
Yep.
What do I see in that room?
That room is a storage.
Okay.
Dry storage. So huge jars of preserves and dried meat and jerky sticks 3 feet long.
Okay.
Dang, I ended up on the wrong side.
Yeah, right? He's going to go in here and just use his bonus action hide.
Yeah, go ahead and take advantage because nobody is seeing you as you're moving in there, so you are hiding from a hidden position. So 14. Yep.
Why is everyone rolling ones?
They got bigger problems. That's been Roll20's been doing that since last night. I rolled so many
They were
ones
doing
last
that a
night.
lot for Fort Devon.
We all. It wasn't just me. All of us rolled horribly last
Yeah,
night.
I was kind of
Oh,
hoping
yeah.
Beowulf would take the hint and like bugger off, try to get
Oh,
around.
they're buggering. They're just
They're
buggering at their own
something
pace.
up.
Yeah, gonna go fight the giant. I don't care. We'll get you out
Yeah,
of here.
he doesn't care. He's having fun.
Yep, that's all that matters.
He got a little hurt, but he's having fun.
I mean, you can get past her anyway. She's not moving anyway. So on your next move, you can just bolt. Those Mephites actually don't look like they're moving. They're staying down by the fire. I mean, you can imagine you're a smoke Mephite. You're not going anywhere near the water.
And
So-
you smell like wet dog at this point. So
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
want to attack
Yeah.
you.
But everything smells
Well,
like
he's
wet
already
giant in here. So,
Yeah, that's right, because he's already wet from
Yeah.
when he
So-
died earlier.
So that's Bigford. We're at the top of the run. I'm going to move the giants, and while I do, well, this one doesn't move. She's going to fall face forward into the water and start to drown, as was pointed out. So,
Which is
I need to-
cold as fuck, but I love it.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely
I mean,
brilliant.
this is the same dungeon where we, killed multiple fire giants with slag.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You have no idea how many died in there.
I counted at least 4.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they're fire giants, so they can go in there. It's not they're resistant to heat, right? So, but at the
Yeah.
moment, when it went poof,
No.
nobody's resistant to superheated steam. So
Yeah. Or 1,300 degrees Celsius
Yeah.
molten iron.
yes, Roll20 is being sassy. Roll20 is being a dick. Not
It's
saying
being
anything
a
bad about
massive
Roll20. I'm trying to get a sponsorship out of them. It's just the random number generator's in a really bad mood today.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we are now at the top of the turning, and while I move these other giants, does anybody remember why you're actually here? Actually, wait a minute. Before he moves, I need him to make a.
Oh, yeah,
dex
we're looking
save
for
to
a
get out of
conch.
here.
I don't know. No one's told me that that's what we're looking for.
I
This is
think
And
I need
I
to
also
find
don't
everyone
know.
else.
Ooh, it's a 3. Wow.
that's right.
Wow.
Zolthus and Kane don't know, but everybody else should.
Yep. That is correct.
It's important looking.
Why is that giant moving?
Oops. Hang on. I'm just putting him
Yeah.
out of the way so I can move the circle.
The whole ass map, man.
Yeah, that was not supposed to happen. Come on. Where's my... grumble, grumble, grumble.
Idicus grabbed a scroll with a picture of a shell on it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea if this is the conch, and he doesn't either, because he doesn't know what a conch looks like, because no one told him.
Nope. So, the hole opens. The giant goes to continue down the hall, just ignoring you, like it's, like you got a gnat on your shoulder and another one down your back. But he does not get out of the hole, and he starts to fall through the floor. He drops into about his waist, and you can see his arms scratching and crawling at the floor as he's falling in. On the downside, you're going with him, Kane. You're on his shoulder right now. So you're now about 10 feet off the ground. So, Idicus.
Yep.
This is fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
You guys are all good.
Um,
Oh, I can move this giant.
so
Boom, 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 boom.
how high
boom.
is this?
Wow, this is 90 feet tall.
Okay.
96 falling damage, unless you can come up with something.
Idicus has a plan.
Okay. What are you doing?
It's
And
clearly not a good plan.
no, it's really not. In Goblin, as loud as he can, he's going to yell, "Hey, hey you," at the giant,
Yeah.
planning to get its attention.
Yes.
What are you doing, you lunatic?
This is actually brilliant. Absolutely
That's what
Brilliant.
I'm thinking.
Oh, this is like beyond the pale smart. Because
He
It's-
can't get to you.
it's only got melee weapons. I think. Let me make sure. Let me go find my giants.
They might have javelins.
Fire giant? Maybe, but if they do, they're not going to be very good at them.
No.
Great. Oh, rock, but there's nothing to throw unless they can find something.
Rock.
Yeah, they get to throw rocks,
got a
but
rock.
yeah, there's nothing loose in this room. Idicus, it turns and takes a couple steps towards you and looks up and gives you like the haka. It's like doing its war dance at you. I don't care what the numbers say, you're 119 feet away because that idea was freaking brilliant.
He's going to like start jumping up and down. Over here! Over here!
And you try
And
and draw,
getting its
yeah.
attention.
Oh yeah. Give me a no. Don't give me anything. This is a brilliant. There's no question. I mean, it's
Shit.
you're basically Timon and Pumbaa in The Lion King, like dancing in front of the hyenas. Yeah. There's no way this thing is not going to take up your challenge. It is a warrior, and so you can see on its turn, it's coming. It doesn't know how it's going to get to you, but it's coming. You still have an action.
Yeah.
Roll
The-
performance.
I'm giving it to you because the idea was so good. I'm giving you success on that performance check.
The plan is, when it gets to me, I'm running back into the other room.
Okay. Yeah. You don't want to shoot it
So
as it's
I'm
coming,
gonna
so
wait. I'm going to wait because I'm trying to effectively protect everybody else.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Trolling the shit out of them.
I love it. So you hold.
And I'm going to run
normally,
around.
yeah. Normally you can't hold a movement, but because like again, this idea was so good, I'm going to have you hold that. So if he gets to you, you can run. Brilliant. I love this. This is why I play with creative people. You can build all the min-max characters you want and never have a moment like that. I mean, you can. There's no reason a min-max character can't have a good idea, but it is so much cooler to me.
And also, in the other room, did I see a door?
What the room you just
Down.
came from?
Yeah. Like down here?
I've moved. Sorry, I changed maps. Hang on a second. Let me come back to you. Come on, we can do it. Oh, you also went the right way. The other side's all full of salamanders and nasty stuff. Hang on. I'm totally lost on this map. It's so big. There you are. Where? Click for the...
Right here.
Yes. There was a doorway back there. Yes.
Okay, then that's my plan.
Okay, that's where you're heading?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Iticus. Kane, you're on the shoulder.
The world is burning, but this is fine.
You are on
gonna
the
switch back
shoulder of a giant that is falling into a sinkhole. What, pray tell, do you do?
How much has he fallen?
He's into his
Like,
waist.
He's still falling.
Yep.
He's still falling, I
Yeah,
assume.
he's in actually past his waist because I said he's clawing at the ground to try and not fall in the hole. He's like somebody that's the ice is breaking underneath him and he's just trying to stay on the surface. When we get to them again, he's going to
Well-
have to make another save.
That would be my movement. Like, I'll use my movement to try and get off
Yep.
and away from this sinkhole.
Absolutely. To the left or the right? Like following Zulthus or back the way you came?
Towards Zulthus.
Okay. Because it's only, like I said, you're only 10 feet off the ground now, so there's actually no damage from falling. And no damage. I'm not going to make you roll it. I mean, you're right there. You just have to step off. So with that, and your jump and your movement would get you to about there. Does that work for you?
Mhm.
Okay. Now you still have an action and a bonus action.
A grinning smile full of teeth.
I mean, you could let him fall, or you could try and make it harder for him, or you could just attack him, or you could just turn and run,
Grease.
or do something really original that I haven't thought of. Sarah, it kills me every time I look up and you've changed your background. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
I have a new character rolled. Everything's fine.
Technically not a new character, but it is a character I have.
So, Kane.
The charter sheet doesn't work for that. Okay. So. For.
Odds. Why is it?
Oh, your levels of self-confidence are stunning.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna go grab one of those.
I don't know why it's like.
I've heard of digging
flip.
your own grave, but carving your own gravestone, that's dark. Kane?
Zulfus, born 10,000 years ago, died pretty soon. Sorry.
I would like to make this harder for him.
Yes.
So. I'm going to use Hold Person.
Ooh. That would definitely, yep, making him not be able to move would definitely make this harder.
And I will.
How to beat giants without ever
And-
hitting them. I love this.
Sorcery. To use.
DC 17 wisdom save. Oh, good. Well, their wisdom's 14. So let's see. Nope, that's a 7.
Heh.
So-
And as a. I'm gonna use Quicken spell.
Yep.
And that
Earn a sorcery
is.
point. Or no, that's a.
I believe it's
that's meta
sorcery
magic, yeah.
points
Yeah.
up to
The level of the spell.
the
usually.
level.
And it allows you to cast a regular spell as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I will need to use 4 sorcery points. Wait,
Ooh.
the-
He's all but
if
gone.
it's a fourth- if it's a 4th level,
Yeah, then it would cost you 4 points to do it.
it's 4.
Yeah.
I was just confused because a cantrip costs 1.
Plus 1, yeah. Otherwise, you could twin them
So I
for
don't know
free.
if it went up. So I'm
Cantrips
also
and-
going to cast False Life on myself
Okay.
at 4th level.
False life is at concentration? Because hold
No.
person is, right? Yeah, so then you're fine.
It's not concentration.
So you get some temporary hit points and some goodness like that, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. So you can go ahead and
It
roll
will-
those and pop them under your sheet. And anything else? I think that's pretty
Oh,
much
it's
your-
rolling now.
that's
That
your
was
movement,
very
that's
delayed.
your,
I've used weapon already.
yeah, you've used everything, so all right.
Oh, ow.
23. Nice.
Wow, that is a lot.
Yes.
23 temporary hit
Because-
points, yeah.
She's very squishy.
Yep, and if he gets
You're
out,
awesome.
So-
you're right there, right? So yeah, but he ain't getting anywhere. He can no
I mean,
longer
he is
resist.
currently paralyzed.
You guys have paralyzed both of them, and they're both going to die without you having to do anything else. She's about to drown, and he's about to fall
goal.
into an infinitely bottomless hole. So all you guys have to do now
We
is
absolutely
avoid the
love
rest of the
to
shit
see
in
it.
this dungeon and find that conch.
Yeah.
So
The
we're not
false
done
life
yet though, because it ain't dead
preemptively.
yet. Yep.
Because she might get hurt real
Yep.
bad.
Beowulf. You guys still have one problem that it hasn't occurred to anybody yet. But Beowulf, what are you doing?
He's gonna help her drown.
Just walk over and just push her down? I love it.
He's gonna run up and,
Yep.
and stand on her head,
Yep,
push her down, and then he's also gonna attack her too.
yep. The
Because
Mephites, as the
by the
water floods
third
into the
shot-
room, the Mephites all charge up the fireplace, like into the fireplace and up the flue. They're gone. The water is thrashing this room. Like I've stopped drawing the lines, but let me finish the lines. Do your job, Kevin. Damn it. This is all full. This is all full. It's starting to run out there. That's done that, and it's starting to run out into the hallway. So the two of you in the hallway can now see. It's only about 10 feet tall now, because it started 60 feet tall at the other end of the room. It's down to about 10 feet tall. This wall of water
Jeez.
coming through. It's about to rinse him down the drain. Beowulf, I need no roll. I mean, they can't resist. Right, they're already falling forward because of the water pressure. They start to tip, and they're sort of like doing that balance thing with their head just above the water, and you just walk up and just
What
hold
do you
them
want
under.
me to roll?
You don't need to roll nothing. You
That's
just
fucking cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
She can't even hold her breath. Right? She could do absolutely nothing.
Here, aspirate some water into
You
those
just
lungs.
shove her head under the water and you watch her breathe it in. And then the last little bubbles come up. And then more water goes in. And she dies right there. Wow. Oh, you guys.
At that point, I don't think it's a wise idea, but he's gonna do it anyway. He's gonna let out a large predatorial howl.
Yep. I
They're
want you
that
to just
way.
give me a
Like the ones
performance
from
check.
last
You
night.
guys can absolutely hear it, yeah. But give me.
Do I hear
I
it?
want a performance check. Yes, Itika, this is loud. Oh, can you imagine a wolf howl in a dungeon, a hard dungeon with 90-foot ceilings and 300-foot hallways? It's just.
It's gonna sound like an entire pack.
18.
It's just like a wolf siren.
My Hound of Ill Omen summons himself.
Yeah, that's he's checking his eyebrows and looking in the mirror, make sure he looks good.
Join in.
Some-
on the howl.
One of the things that
I
vampires
can
do in
cast a
mythology.
mirror image on him so he can see himself. Sorry.
One of the things vampires
Oh,
do
I
in mythology
love that.
can turn into wolves.
Yes.
So part of Zulfus just turns wolf-like.
Yes.
What's going on? What's happening?
That's you just gave me
Why
an
do I have
amazing
this urge
idea.
to chase my own ass?
Ruth, you just gave me an amazing idea. Thank you. But with that performance, Beowulf, I mean, it is primal. It is just from the soul. You have just killed. Your instincts are just rising up, and you let this howl go, and you hear it coming back It's almost like your pack, your own voice echoing back and round, and it comes around behind you and in front of you, and it's just, you're surrounded by this sound.
Bison said it, so it's true. It's canon.
And
Vampires use
everything.
mirror image to check themselves out
Yeah.
in the mirror.
Oh yeah, that's. I am going to build the world's banest lore bard, so that I can have that spell and do that. Because I have to be a lore bard, because I don't think that's a bard spell.
Fun fact.
Yep.
Sorry, once again, fun fact. Vampires couldn't see themselves in mirrors because mirrors used to be lined with silver,
Yes.
being a holy metal.
Yes, a
Now they're
glass
lined with
mirror.
aluminum.
Yeah, a glass mirror. There's not a problem with that.
I know too much about this stuff.
So this bunch, between the waves and the water and that howl, even the ogres are fleeing. 18. I mean, they can't make. They have a massive negative modifier to wisdom. The two of them cannot make this save, and the goblins, they just watch their boss get drowned, like just held underwater and drowned, just cold-hearted, callously. They're fleeing. They're getting out of here. They get to the door, and they all kind of, like, the water's still pushing them forwards. The ogres stop because they see ahead of them the Duke dying in the hole there, and the water rushing towards them. The goblins are just carried away in the water and let themselves go.
They grab plates.
Absolutely.
And they're
nailed this.
just-
Why was I ever worried that you guys were all going to die tonight? Why? Well, because you could have. If you hadn't have been this creative, you'd have been in deep shit. Zulthus. You don't really need to do anything at this point. What are you doing?
You want to insult him now?
Well, Zulfus, having turned slightly wolfish,
Yeah.
is just with a tail wagging behind him. Strange urge. Might as well do it. And just on the wall, horizontally, just chasing himself.
Yeah.
Just
Just chasing your tail
chasing
on
his
the wall.
tail.
Kane just like, I get it.
Mork, 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 mork. Bigford.
This would be the perfect moment to pull off another page
Oh.
of that book and get humor.
I
Bigford's gonna,
forgot
like,
that. Bigford, or sorry, Beowulf, you still had movement left. I just realized. Would you like to move? Sort of.
He's not going to take that movement, but what I am going to do, because basically I'm going to call this an attempt at bloodlust, I'm going to
Yeah.
just roll a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
DC is 8.
Bigford.
Fails.
Oh,
And
dear.
I fail. Oh, so no.
feral.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's nearby? Are there any creatures nearby other than these guys that are in the blue?
Those are gone. Those Mephites are gone up the chimney. I'm gonna make them go away.
You do have you are standing on several metric tons of meat.
Of giant, yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna take a swipe at it.
I mean, it can't move and it's dead. You're just feasting. You just you start pulling the
yeah,
armor
no,
off.
no. He's just being primordial at this point,
Yeah.
just for the show. But I mean, that's gonna calm him down for a little bit. I'll re-roll it at the beginning of the next turn.
It's and every hit's a crit when they're down like this, so that's actually
So-
yeah.
Is fire giant meat pre-cooked, or is it spicy?
No, it takes forever to cook because it's heat resistant.
He
Yeah.
doesn't care.
It
He's
takes
eating
3
it raw
days to
anyway.
cook fire giant steak, and you gotta do it over propane because nothing else is hot enough.
You can smoke it though.
Oh yes, yeah. You just
What
need
about
you
that
just need
chemical
really big
reaction like people
papers.
do with fish and lemon juice?
Bigford, what are you doing? Quick, save us.
Bickford's gonna come out. You said this was all dry goods.
Yes.
He's chewing on a big piece of jerky.
Yep. Didn't even have to
Like-
steal it. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's gonna sort of slowly survey the room.
Yeah. The water's starting to run down now for the purposes
Yeah.
of this because this is over. So.
And he kind of looks to Beowulf. Beowulf's obviously busy.
Being a little psycho.
Yeah. Steamed fire giant. Just about. That's in the other room.
Yep.
He's gonna start thinking, where the fuck are they gonna find Idicus at this point? And kind of start
Well, I mean, there's only
wading
one direction
through.
you can go, right?
He's gonna start wading over this way.
Yep. Like I said, you're moving with the water while it's pushing you, so go ahead and move your movement. And
Yeah.
if you want to use your action, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna say we'll get to about here. Water assisted.
Anything else?
He can't think of anything right now. It's not like I've got much in the way of detection spells.
So, at the start of this round,
Chewing happily on a giant piece of jerky.
oops, that's not the one I want.
It's like half the cow.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you dirty thing.
Well, this is kind of really good.
Where is it? Is it on the other there? Did I put it on the map there? No, I did not. Oops.
Woo, woo, woo.
Sorry.
My initial plan was still to just destroy the spine as the weight rod of weightiness.
This doesn't want to work. Okay, I'm just not going to bother.
Well, he's paralyzed now.
Well, yeah, he can't move. The hole actually gets bigger. I can't seem to change the token right now, but it actually now goes all the way across this hall. He cannot resist. He just falls in and he is gone.
You fucking jerk.
He can't even do that. He's got held person hand cast on him.
That's true. Hold person.
Wait, they
prevents you
can't
from
speak with
talking?
hold person? I think. Wait, no, they can't, but they can, like, try to talk.
Oh,
It just comes out as gaspy.
It's not going to work anyway because, I mean, that wasn't the key feature to his world, was whether he
Yeah.
could talk right now or not. He's got bigger problems and he could not resist that fall, so he is done. He is gone. The problem is, this is the problem. The
can't
sinkhole
move
is
force.
continuing to expand.
That's where that natural one goes into.
It is 30 feet across, and you look in and you can just barely see the top of the dragon or the giant's head as he follows that rod of weightiness into the pit. Iticus.
Running sounds like a good idea.
Yes. All the running.
All the running.
So, Iticus, this one charges towards you. Ah! Gets to here, and just in a rage, he just slams the cart, that cart with the ore in it, the train, and just knocks it off the tracks with one hand. It has not occurred to him yet that he can't reach you. You can see it's like the equivalent of a rage, right? Fire giants are just like battle. It has not occurred to him that he can't reach you. What do you do?
I'm still running.
You're still
to the
gonna run,
door.
okay? Yeah,
That is my plan.
absolutely.
I'm going to the door.
Give you that, and then on the other side, what I'm gonna give you. Whoops! Look at that.
Woo.
I made you all freaky there. I'm gonna get you. You know what? I'm gonna get you all the way to the door, just cause. This door is not locked, but it is a giant door. There's also the orcs and whatnot above you there, but
Would there be enough room for him to go under?
Yeah,
that's a fair idea. Yep.
I'm tiny.
You are. Give me a acrobatics as you try and wiggle and jiggle and wiggle your way through.
10.
Yeah, you get. I mean, it's a good not good thing. You get halfway, but a giant door is this thick, so you're just kind of stuck. But you're not in either room. You're stuck between the door and the wall at this point. I'll have to wiggle out next turn
Okay.
because I moved you like 200 feet. So.
Yeah.
But you can see into this room now. It is a huge storage space. There's giant-sized weapons and armor and everything in here. This is their armory.
Are there vents?
Yes, because you'd have to breathe
Okay.
at this distance. Yeah, they're. I'm going to be really nice. The vents come up from below. We're going to call this essentially a radiator.
Okay.
Because you guys deserve a break. You have earned everything you've done up till now. You deserve a break. Kane.
Is it just gonna? Wait. Okay. Never mind. I thought for some reason Iticus was like yell,
What's going to what?
but in my head Iticus was gonna yell through.
Well, they had yelled, so you heard them. Yeah. So yes, they actually yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. So yes, Zultus, you know when you said where's now we just have to find Idicus. You know they're over there somewhere.
I wouldn't have heard them.
East
but-
or west?
East, behind
Okay.
you, the way you just came.
West.
Yep. Look at
Um,
it through maps. Yep, back the way you came. It's from back here. Back this area.
would it? Mm,
There is unfortunately a 30-foot hole in the ground between you and that.
Yeah, I can make
That's
it.
getting
Uh-huh.
bigger every turn.
huh. Okay. So I
Maybe
think I
10
saw.
seconds.
I may have. I could be wrong. Saw a little exit. Up and to. In Kane's perspective, it would be the left.
Over here? Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
It turns south there. There is water running into that area, and the water's just about to get to you. I mean, it's only knee high now, but there is water coming down the hallway towards you.
Okay.
There's about to be a
Um,
waterfall here going into that hole.
Because Kane can't go back, can she?
If you can figure out a way across that 30-foot hole, you can. It's not a 30-foot hole at the sides.
What if I mirror image and use my mirror images as like leverage?
They're
I
not,
can't
they're
do
not
that because
physical,
they're not
no.
clones.
Yeah, they're not physical objects. So
Yeah.
great idea,
You
but
can't-
no.
You can't Yoshi your way out of this.
Yeah. Stack yourself. You have anything that you ever need sort of teleportation spells, anything like that? To be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Misty
8,
stuff.
9. Would still leave you 15. You could get to here, like run around behind this.
Sorry, I
And then
couldn't
you
see where
own-
that was.
Just
different
behind this pillar
screen.
over here. So you could run to there. Then you'd only have to jump.
But then I'm
actually
gonna
10
get
feet.
eaten by the sinkhole.
Well, not if you, because you still have 10 feet to jump to there. That would be 60 feet, and then you'd be in trouble. But if you stay where you are, it's going
If
to
I-
get worse.
You could also ask for help from your friend.
Who can walk on walls?
And currently is on a
Can-
wall,
Yes.
chasing his own butt.
Yes.
Yeah, Kane's gonna ask for help.
Yeah, you just run over there, right beside Abel, or Abel. I've been waiting for that. Cain and Abel. Cain and Zultus. Yeah, you can just run right over beside Zultus.
Yeah.
And then wait till his turn to pick you up. Perfect. All right. Beowulf.
Okay.
Wait,
Waiting.
because because they could hear Idicus, they could hear Beowulf.
Yep. Beowulf's.
Kane
Yeah.
is going to use thaumaturgy
Yeah.
and yell, Marco!
And that is 3 times the regular volume. So what happens is you guys can hear it, but after that first initial blast, it's just echoes. So Marco, go, 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 go.
So that
Echoes.
they know where they are.
But everybody now knows where everybody is. Brilliant. Very good idea.
And they know that we're here now
Yes, and that you're alive, and yes,
on this plane.
absolutely. Beowulf.
I'm
What you
gonna
gotta
repeat
do?
that wisdom save here.
Make your go ahead and make your roll to see if you break the form. Wisdom save.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
So you kind of snap out of it and realize it's time to go.
The water here, I'm guessing, is like a shallow now.
Yeah, it's hardly difficult terrain anymore. That bin is almost empty.
And he jumps in and he's going to see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What?
He murdered so
What are we
many
doing?
people.
15, 20, 25.
Some of us
30,
don't even know that we did.
40,
They're not.
right
They're
here.
not
Yeah.
people. They're monsters. Monsters are people too.
That's the
I don't know. Some
Um,
things are sentient. I think you can count them as people.
He's basically going to use the rest of it. He's going to basically use his action to move again.
Yep.
Basically catch up to Bigfoot.
Yeah, easy. You bet. We'll get you guys.
And he's got blood all
just
over his snout and
down
down
his
over
muzzle,
on his
yeah.
chest.
All right.
Bigford's chewing on like a leg of pig.
Yeah.
It's been dried.
Yeah.
While
Zilth.
Beowulf has the eyeball on a or
I just had the tip of a claw, like a popsicle. Zoltus.
Can you
You
just move
catch
me
it.
150 feet
Which way?
to the east with Kane?
Yep. I'm gonna get you. Actually, I'm gonna move you. Like I
'Cause
said, we're essentially out of combat now. So, well, not really,
Oh.
but kind of. I'm gonna stay in turn order because I
Should
want
I
to.
be using a key point then, or no?
Don't worry about it. No.
Okay.
Like I said, there's. This is no longer about killing the giants. They're dead. This is about finding the conch. So you can get all the way to there. If you're just fleeing, you said east, so I just moved you straight east.
Yeah.
You can see, for as far as areas
And
you
just
have
as
not
quietly
been,
as
yeah.
sorry, quietly, so Kane may only slightly hear it.
Yeah.
There's just zoom, zoom.
The places you have not been are up this tube and over here. Those are the only two places you guys haven't
I
been
would
'cause you
like-
came in from the south. So. Yeah.
I would like to say,
Yeah.
Kane hearing Zolthus say zoom zoom
Yeah.
responds also very quietly, but it's monotone.
Yeah.
So it's like zoom zoom.
Yes. Note taken. Yeah.
Zoom, zoom.
Yeah, exactly.
Zoom, zoom. Das Auto.
I'm gonna move these guys. Whoops.
Okay, so for all intents and purposes, the
I'm-
swarm of goblins and ogres are.
I'm moving them as we speak. Oops.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move the water too, apparently. I don't want to move the water. Leave the water alone. Can I not grab these without grabbing the
All
water?
of the goblins
Bugger, I
have
don't care.
drowned
You know,
from
No,
that
they,
wall of water?
They went on a lazy river ride.
They just bugger off.
Yeah.
What they did is
Ah.
you saw them go through this door and head south because they saw the major war zone down the hallway with everything collapsing and water flowing and everything else. So they went through that door and headed south. So with that,
I'm so
honestly,
confused.
at this
Zulfus
point,
and I
Yeah.
have moved,
yeah, Zultus took you
but
150
my
feet to the
vision
west.
has not changed.
You should be way out here in the middle of this room. If you're still where you were, hit refresh on roll 20. You may not have moved. So we are
Well, I
really
just can't see our
honestly-
tokens at all.
Yeah, you're way off to the right in the big room again. So we are out of combat right now. So what I'm going to do is, Beowulf and Bickford, you guys are just heading, right? You guys are heading for the main doors. Go over
Yeah, I was
this
actually
way.
having checked. This is another storage room, right? And then,
Yes, these are all dry stores across the top.
and I'm assuming these giants don't exist.
No, they went upstairs. Those are the two that came down for water,
Oh, right.
and they went up the stairs. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
So you get to there, there's no way, even with 120 feet, you can't see them. But you know where they are because you heard Marco.
Mhm.
What you do see is the floor of the hallway is collapsing in front of you.
Bigford's just gonna sort of gesture to Beowulf and like point down the hall where the ogres and the goblins were going.
Yep.
And he's going to
This
use
way.
thaumaturgy to go, "Who's Marco?"
Does he like
So-
to wear polo shirts?
For the purposes of this, we're like I said, we're basically we're out of combat. So you guys can get all the way to there before, but by then, like the hole's that big.
Since
Yep.
since we're out of initiative,
Yep.
will you allow? I mean, we're out of initiative, so Kane respond. You're supposed to say polo.
Yes, absolutely no problem. I want to jump quickly to Iticus. You're stuck in this door. You can. I mean, we're out of it. Like I said, we're out of initiative. You going into the room?
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
So yeah, easy. You have to bend like a bit of your chest plate, but you get in.
Okay.
What would you like to do in this room?
I'm gonna take one look around because I'm still looking for the conch.
Yep.
Because that's why we're here.
Yep. Give me a perception check. Do you know what a conch is?
Nope.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Important shinies.
13.
You don't think there's a conch in here because you know the names of all the stuff in here? Like sword, shield, armor, food, belt. Nope, it can't be here because everything in here you know its name.
Okay, then I'm gonna go over to the vent.
Yep.
And I'm just going in and I'm taking a ride and trying to find my friends.
Absolutely. I'm going to make it disappear there, and we're going to put you back on this map. And we're going to put you... Let's see here.
We would probably see Zulthis and Kane maybe from the light in that room. Just sort of their silhouettes.
Yep, they're right beside the...
Yeah.
they're right beside that big sconce.
Yeah. But we don't really have a way to reach them.
Zulthis cracks his knuckles. Ah, yeah.
The ferry service.
Sam. Yeah, the ferry service.
Right hand side, about halfway down, Idicus, you were going to find your character here. Oh, I didn't move. Hang on, I got to move you back to the other page. Hang about. Oops, that's not how I do it. Go there. And I grab an Idicus and drag him there. Are you now back on the main page with everybody else?
I can't see anything.
Okay, way over to the right.
Zoom out as much as possible.
Oh, trust me, that's what I did first was fully
Maybe
zoom
I've not
out.
done this right. Oh, hang
I
on.
just
No,
can't see.
I know what I did. I know what I did. I even know what I did wrong.
Hey.
Bam.
I was like,
That should
maybe
do
it's me. Okay, I saw light come up, so let me just...
Way over on the right-hand side of the map. Close, about halfway up, maybe close to the bottom.
Okay,
You found yourself?
yep.
Okay. That's where you come out of the vent. You are in this room. It's clearly a bedroom. You can tell that because there's a bed in it that you can see, and it's got fire sheets. The sheets look like there's a fire pattern sewn into the sheets. You hear
Like hot rod fire or actual fire?
it looks
Hot
like
rod fire.
It looks like the paint job. Yeah, exactly. It looks like the paint job on a 70s hot rod for sure. You also hear, I'm not even sure what this sounds like, a teenage female fire giant berating two goblins.
All right.
In fact-
and plus I can speak giant.
I'm going to put you over here so you can actually see.
Okay.
So she's only about 13 feet tall. And she's facing away from you, and there's two hobgoblins, her servants, her ladies in waiting. And she's just, this is the wrong dress. How can you expect me to wear this dress with these shoes? I've got a meeting to go to tonight. You know, just shrieking at them like only a teenage girl can.
We just killed your parents.
Her parents are dead and she doesn't even know. Neither does Idicus. Idicus. I'm going to give you an action still, so what would you like to do? There is a door at the end of the room.
Here we go.
Yep.
Idicus is gonna pull out Fred
Yep.
and just... Fred?
She rushes towards you. Stop at any time. Drops to her knees. Bends down. And picks you up under the arms. A living doll! And she turns around. She's looking and looking and looking. She's looking for a shelf to put you on.
Fred?
Your name is Fred? Oh, that's so nice. You see, this is what should be happening. I should get more pets. And she starts looking around and she starts heading for this table over here where she's going to try and put you down.
Sure.
Okay, we're going to leave that
He's
there.
along for the ride.
Yep. Let's go back to, because you're trapped. Let's just work from the furthest away back in. Beowulf and Bigfoot. What is your plan? Or no, never mind, because we have the plan, right? Zoltus, you're going to provide Zoltus' transport services?
Meet me.
Yep. It's gonna give you. It's gonna take a couple like a while. Like I said, we're out of combat, so it doesn't matter. So what I'm gonna do is bring you guys here and assume now because Zultis, you can't hold them all. So I'm gonna assume you guys are on the floor now.
Yeah.
And you came back.
Yeah.
This.
Oh, me and Beowulf would stink something fierce at this point.
Behind you in that hallway, the walls are collapsing in. The floor is gone. Even the ceiling above is starting to crack and sag. You guys snuck into the bottom floor. There's 15 floors of solid mountain above a now unstable base. You are about to kill something, if I had to guess, over 1,000 hit points worth of stuff.
Man, I haven't committed a genocide for years.
Speaking of genocide, the Yakfolk village on the very, very top of this is... they're finished. Unless you can figure out how to stop this hole, and you can't because it's already hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet down.
Well, they would probably feel the earthquake before we did.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
One would hope.
But
And
you guys
besides
are
towns.
close, so you get to there.
Yeah, so... Okay, first things first. Find Iticus, then the conch. What's a conch look like again? Big shell, got it.
Oh yeah, it's what?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Iticus. She puts it down on the table and turns to her two hobgoblins. And while pointing at you, heads back because she's not done. She goes and dominates them. Like she's leaning over them. She's backed them into the corner now. She's just... Fire Giant is coming up. She's starting to steam. She's getting so mad. And you see her clench a fist and draw it back. She's about to smash one of her maidservants.
Shit. Okay. Is she wearing armor or anything?
No, she's in her, not her bedclothes, but she's in like a robe. She was getting ready for a dinner, and they brought her the wrong dress, so she's in a dressing robe, so no armor.
So he's gonna yell in Goblin, run
Okay.
to the other two?
Yep.
Trying to help them
You are
out?
completely by surprise here. There's no way she's expecting this.
Yep, this is
So
the
take
Manticore
advantage.
arrow.
Yep. Oh, and a magical arrow. Okay, advantage on the attack.
And I didn't do the Manticore. There's the Manticore.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, she's 12 feet tall. She's 30 feet away. You'd be hard pressed to miss. 16 is more than enough. That's 30, 40, 56 points of damage.
No, it's the 26.
Well, there's
Yeah, the 26 is the Manticore.
the extra
the-
arrow, right? Oh, that's only an extra 3. I'm sorry, yeah. So.
Yeah.
So 19 and 9 is 28 plus 3 is 31, right?
I'm terrible at math.
No, she rolled damage twice. Once on a regular arrow and once on the Manticore arrow.
Yeah, because of how the arrow
Yeah.
works,
Yeah.
I have to roll it with the
Yeah.
first one.
No. No, we're good. I'm giving you all the damage. It makes more sense. Iticus, you just you yell in Goblin, run! And then pow, and you let it go right behind the ear. Just she drops to her knees, puts one hand on the floor, tries to get up, and she can't. She's just blinking, and she just looks absolutely destroyed and distraught, and she kind of turns towards you. And one of the hobgoblins reaches out and punches her right in the eye. She has 1 hit point left. And she drives it right into the elbow, pulls it out. Bitch! And the two of them turn and bolt. The door is opened up. Let's go to the
And I am following after them.
Absolutely.
I am out.
Yep. Bam. The door opens. You run out into the hallway. You get to hear and you see, lo and behold, the rest of them. The rest of them, you see Iticus scurry out of a room. Zing!
should we be worried about what came out of the? It's fine.
Bickford's already on his way over that way.
Yeah,
So is
Zulfis
Kane.
is as well.
absolutely.
He's
Yeah,
just-
let's just
He,
do
like
this.
he's just
Kane
talking.
Let's just move
Kane with,
because the truth
her-
is you're done.
she
Yeah.
has compassion now.
Yes. Yes. You do.
She doesn't understand the feeling, but it's overwhelming because this is very new.
Yes.
She, with this overwhelming new emotion, she picks up Idicus and gives him a hug.
Oh.
She hugs. Idicus will hug back too, a little too tightly.
Yeah, just a little bit of scared. And with that,
Idicus is hugging Kane back too tightly, or
A little, just
Oh.
a little too tightly.
okay.
Zulfis
She-
is gonna pat Edicus on
she
the head.
doesn't-
Sorry.
would she even
Kane is
know
not
it was too
bothered
tight? Like, how many hugs have
By
they
the
had?
Kane is just holding Idicus now,
Yeah. So there's only
and she just goes, "I'm glad you're okay."
He goes into his bag and pulls out the scroll with the picture on it. Gonk.
In Goblin,
yeah.
It's
Kane goes,
just like
"Is that what we're looking? Is that what we're here for?"
and we'll give it to Kane because he does
Yep.
want to use this.
There's only one place in this whole dungeon you haven't been, and it's already almost 8:15, so I'm going to speedball us here a little tiny bit. The only room
Zulfis
that's
is
left
also gonna peek into that room
is
that
this one.
Edicus was in.
Yeah, this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're all in there. This is the master bedroom, if you will. It is a giant-sized double bed that you could play football on. There is a dresser and drawers and all the things you would expect, but they're all giant scale. So the dressers aren't 3 feet tall, they're 15 feet tall. The wardrobe is 30 feet tall. Everything in this room is just massive. It is almost 100 feet across this room. But on this table in the corner, there sits a shell, a white conch. Clearly what you're here for. Outside you, as more of the floor falls away.
We need to
We
get
should
out
grab
of
this
here.
and go. Yep. No,
Yep.
same page,
Yeah.
Now, when you say go, actually, you do still have an open path. Yes. So, because you guys got to get one back down here. So I'm not even gonna. Yeah, we're gonna video this out as that shakes and rattles and stuff starts to fall off the walls. And Zulthis says, "Yeah, time to go." You guys just start to run, just as fast as you can go, with Zulthis helping the slow ones back the way you came. Yep.
This is because I'm not gonna be here next
Yep.
week.
I had a plan, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
you do
never
it.
mind.
No, you do it.
Okay.
It's your plan.
Zulfis will go. Yeah, this is technically. I can only do this so many times, and just quickly opens up himself
Yep.
and just essentially eats each single person that's in the room with him.
Okay.
Closes up, begins to shrink into himself and pop out of
Yep.
existence.
Yep.
Everyone else is perfectly safe and fine outside, but
Yep.
Zulfis isn't.
What is he just gone?
What? What the hell just happened?
Kane, is he gone?
He's gone.
We see nothing.
The four of you
Kane
are just
just-
you're absorbed by Zulthis, and then you're in this blackness, and you can feel the I always want to say vines, but the tentacles that make him up swirling around you.
Vines
and then,
work better.
And then it's just
Kane,
and he's gone.
even though she has one feeling,
Yep.
she she still doesn't have feeling in her voice. And with as much, I don't know, she just says, what did he do? Where did he go?
And I want to give you the option at this point of peeling another emotion off your sticky bag. Yeah? That's where you were going? Good.
I was on the same page.
Yes. What are you doing? What's coming up? You've got compassion. What are you adding?
She pulls the book out of her pocket. And she sees concern. And she pulls it off.
And it hits you like a hammer. You don't ever remember feeling this.
This, again, a new emotion. Very confusing for her. She just has a look on her, she has this look on her face, but her voice is unchanged. And she just goes, He has to come back, right? He always comes back.
Takes some time,
right?
but yes.
Idicus, you've got the necklace, right?
Yeah. Idicus is going to take the necklace off, actually, and tug on Kane's clothes so that she'll lean down.
She does.
And puts it around Kane's neck.
He gave to me, I give to you. You protect him. Do now, okay?
I promise. I will.
Do you open the locket?
I will look after him.
Because it's one of those pop-open lockets.
She looks at it for a second, and then she does.
And you press that little tiny lock, and it opens up. And there's 2 pictures in here. On one side, beautifully rendered, painted in stunning color, a green field, a happy couple, Alan and his wife. On the other side, all in shades of black on black, an image of Zulthus fighting monsters and demons and creatures of ill repute. He's frozen in mid-strike, his hands going in every direction at once, the tentacles coming out of his mouth and out of his chest. But he's alive.
She closes the locket again.
Lets it drop against your chest.
And holds it. Just.
And standing in that field, 1 down, is where we're going to end tonight. Now, the characters do not know this, but the reason we had to end like that is because our very good friend Scard is not going to be with us for a couple of weeks, at least. He's moving and requires time. So we are, this way he's out for as long as he needs, and when you come back, we will pull you back out of the hell that you're currently in. So thank you. That was a beautiful out. That was better than mine. Thank you. That made perfect sense. I loved it. That's so super sacrificial. It is such a major step in his development. So thank you. That was absolutely wonderful. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do this tonight. I don't generally pick one person out of the night and sort of separate them from everybody else, but I'm going to do it tonight because Ruth. Wow, what a session. Every time we came around, I was riveted on what you wanted to do. I never knew, and I was just absolutely just locked on. Even, I don't know if you noticed in chat, Corsair's Cosmos is a person I respect more than even they think that I suspect that they even know. They are a performer of great talent, many talents, real life performer, professionally trained, all that good stuff. Also an amazing GM and an amazing player. and they commented tonight on your roleplay. So I would take that
I
as a
did
compliment.
not
I would take
notice.
that as a compliment coming from the highest source.
I
So
don't know what they said, but thank you.
they said it was they said it was exceptional role play in that those moments where you didn't do anything, those those turns where you didn't do anything. That's what nailed them. That's what got them.
Solid RP from Kane and Kane's player.
Yes.
Love the encouraging the other player to follow their instincts.
Yes. So that's an in-character and an out-of-character compliment from somebody who basically does this for a living. So congratulations. The rest of you were amazing.
Thank
This is
you.
why I don't often like to do this, because the rest of you were amazing too, but just tonight the one light just shone a little bit bright and I had to say something. So I want to thank everybody, all of you as usual. I'm going to save one of you for last because you're gone for a couple of weeks. So let's start with Sarah. You trusted Idicus tonight, and I'm so happy that you did, because you trusted Idicus and were Idicus, you got through this. You lived. So thank you for seeing you got to achieve a goal without breaking character, and that can be really, really difficult. But there was no moment tonight where I went, that's not Idicus. Like, that's Sarah trying to save Idicus. I never saw that, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my role-playing soul. So thank you. I appreciate that so much. Oh, wow. Solar, Beowulf. I learned so much about Beowulf tonight, because as I've said before, I don't read character sheets, right? I don't, because I don't want to know what you've got. So all of a sudden there's a blood maledict, and it's like, oh, right, I remember you asked me if, yeah, okay, sure. So it was really fun watching tonight, and I have to say, when you fired those first 2 shots, I thought that was suicidal. But you didn't. You guys, between the two of you, you figured it out, and absolutely stunned happy with that.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I had no idea that Beowulf was a blood hunter.
Yep, that's a fairly recent addition to the game, but yeah, but still.
I did not
Yeah.
connect it.
Yep, I think this is the first time you actually did the blood maledict. So
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for this ever-developing character. Out of all of them, even Zulthus, who's gone through 3 names and 3 forms so far, I have to say, I mean, we all laugh, but to be fair, Beowulf has gone through more. Beowulf started as a human,
As a
right?
ranger.
Yeah, as a ranger, and now they're a blood hunter
Shift on-
werewolf,
shift-
right? So that's a major change. So, and it's been absolutely smooth and consistent. And again, there's no point in that whole story where I went, that doesn't make sense, right? That's not what would happen. It is a beautifully crafted story, and it's going exactly where I hope it will. So thank you for that. It's really easy to go over the top with characters like blood hunters, and you're not, and I appreciate that very much. That was my word
No,
with that.
he's playing it nice and cool.
You can play a real emo blood hunter that is just like it's and that was the knock on it too, is it's essentially ritual scarification for power. So there was sort of a reaction to it, but given who
Got called
created
out.
it, that was allowed to float. So
Honestly, I'm gonna say this from a Final Fantasy perspective. Blood Hunter is Dark Knight the class.
yep. That
So
makes
I
sense,
don't
yeah.
see any problem with it as
Yeah.
a class. Dark Knight's edgy as shit, but still, it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Using hit points for power.
So, thank you to Solar. And the next, Bigford, forget Bigford, Bison, I watched your face tonight. And I could read your face like a children's book. Not that you're simple, but your emotions, you wear your emotions on your face. And you were thinking, bad idea. As soon as Beowulf pulled that trigger, I watched you fight it off.
I watched myself.
Yeah,
I'm
you're just
what
like,
the
no. It was like that, like that slow motion scene in every horror movie ever, right? No.
And then the gears started
But
grinding.
then
How am I going to salvage
I
this?
watched your eyes dropped, and you went off the screen, and you forgot. As far as I know, you forgot you were streaming because your brain was just screaming. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And when we got to you, you had a plan, and it wasn't just a plan; it was a brilliant plan. So thank you. So much
Use the
fun
environment as a weapon.
watching. Yes, absolutely. I love it. Which brings us to Scarred. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I know it's only for like a month, but I'm gonna miss you. I always make fun about you being a dark bastard, and you are, and your characters are too, and I love all of it.
Two of them are literally made out of shadows. So
Yes, yeah. And I keep killing
It
one of
takes a
them.
lot.
And yeah.
It takes a lot to like make my heart go ah, and that just that
That utter moment
quick
of
thing
self-sacrifice.
you did.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just like that scene in Tron Legacy where I don't know if anyone else has watched it, but and I don't want to spoil it, but it's been around for a while, so if you
Yeah,
haven't seen
feel
it yet,
free.
you're
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Where Kevin Flynn tells Sam to go and to save them, he like basically pulls Clue into him and
Yeah.
pulls him into this hug, and then he explodes.
That ultimate self-sacrifice to
And
save the team.
that-
Coming from
that
probably
very
the
much-
least expected person that anybody would have expected that from, right? So thank you so much, Scarred. I don't even mind changing the name every 6 weeks. And the character art.
I'll come up with something new when I get back.
Yeah, you got a
Look
month.
forward to
I'm
that.
sure you'll fluster me when you get back. I'm sure you'll have a month to think about it. But with that, there's only 2 thank yous left as the entire mountain crumbles behind the 4 of you. I mean, it's imploding. An entire mountain is just falling into this sinkhole. But as that happens, I want to thank chat tonight because there was a lot, and I also want to say, if I'm not wrong, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but for quite a while it was really quiet over there, and I'm assuming that's because you were so sucked into the story that you couldn't draw yourself away to type. So if that is the case, then thank you, and you're welcome both, because that is the goal. When you forget to interact, when you forget the time, like it's 26 minutes after 8 now, all of those things are good signs, right? That means it was a good session. So thank you, chat, for that, and thank you for everybody on YouTube in the future. Hit that like button if you watched all the way to here, please, because I'm going to assume you did. And please leave a message.
Kevin,
Please leave a note.
Better thank yourself.
Oh, I will. We're
Oh
getting to that.
yes, thank you so much, Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
This
you.
was
Thank
an
you very
amazing
much.
session. Like honestly, I like you said, like just tense.
Yep. And
Like
You suck all of us into this world and show us all these things. And it's a really nice break from what all of us are currently living.
Yeah.
So thank you. I appreciate that this escape every Sunday or every Sunday when we can, and it's amazing.
you are all
I agree.
very, very welcome.
Agreed.
I'm going to tell you, it's not unpaid labor. The looks on your faces while we're playing, comments like, you can hear it, comments like you just made, they get to me, and that's why I do this.
I'm gonna give you one more as well. I'm sorry. This is
Don't
just-
apologize.
No, this is. Thank you so much for everything that you've done with Dirty 20 in general, as well as just inviting everyone to do this and do this. And especially thank you for inviting me, because because people know that I left a situation that was just horrific, and within moments you swooped in and you grabbed me and you went, "I'm coming, you're coming with me, no questions, no ifs, ands, or buts." And, okay. And then
That's not untrue.
And then you just invited me to spend time with this wonderful community and this wonderful groups of people. The Dirty 20 community, the ones that we see in our Discord every day, the ones that we get to see on YouTube comments, the ones that we get to see in chat, the ones I get to see the faces of whenever I get to do this, and the magnificent people that I've gotten to hang out with and interact with. And even the projects that I'm doing now wouldn't have been possible without you.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
Giving
I
us
cut
all
you
a
off.
home.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you need a hug?
This wasn't the goal. This was not the plan when I started this, but it was. I just had no idea how big it was going to get and how many people were going to get involved. And it isn't me. It's us. I may be the person that started Discord. I may be the person that started this channel. But every single member of that Discord, not just the ones that play, not just the ones that show up in chat, but every single one of you makes me feel special every day. I'm unbelievably lucky. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't know who I was supposed to be. And now I do. This is it. This is what I was supposed to do all along. And I could not do any of it without all of you. So thank you. Right back. I will accept your thanks with grace and as much dignity as I can muster. But I also insist that I be allowed to thank you all back. Wow. You guys just did for me what I did for you in that session, so thank you. With that, I guess we got to wrap this up. The only thing left is before my throat closes up completely on me. Until next time, you just saw some amazing examples. Until next time, please be nice to each other. Good night.
Night.
Hey, Joel.